Drop me from the box. Listen, leave fucking Evil Queen alone, yeah? And that's fucking it. I will not be on this app until I fucking came on my period. DG, I'll fucking brook you up bad.
One sec, James. Can I also ask you a question? You know, these girls, like he had said it too, you know, they're quite young, or say, you know, youngish.
I don't care about the age.
No, one sec. Their parents could be listening to that. They could be on.
I don't care about their mum and dad. What I care is, DG, shut your mouth. You said stuff the other day about CLA the other day as well, giving her little sneers and sniggers and this and that. Shut your mouth before I fucking decorate the whole of TikTok with your fucking face. I'm gone.
Thank you, James.
Oh, and thanks.
Oh, sorry, I kicked you too early. Hiya, Sadiq.
She's way too old to have periods. Why is she lying?
Sadiq, are you there? No. Hello, doggy mama.
Can I jump in, Angie?
Yeah, of course.
Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
Thanks. Sorry, I've got a wee bit of a delay, so I apologise if I speak over anyone. I just wanted to ask Hayley, in them videos of Evil Queen, did she degrade the men? Did she mock their genitals?
But basically, this is deflection. This live is a discussion about DG Decor, not about Evil Queen. So
exactly.
Let's keep it on.
No,
let's not deflect.
I just wanted to.
Sorry. Yes, deflection. I think that. Yeah, but staying on DG's topic, like I said, like Angie said, their like parents could be watching, their brother could be watching, and it's not acceptable. And being such a large content creator with a large community, you should be setting an example for others. And people are going to see that and try and repeat that because they're going to say, "Oh, this is what you get rewarded for on this app. This is what you get gifted for this kind of behavior." And no. So it's DG doing it and people enabling it as well. So people need to not enable this sort of behavior because others are going to see it and follow suit. But yeah, Angie, thank you for having me. I'm going to drop now, innit? I've got a few things to do. But thank you, Angie.
Bye.
Am I allowed to answer back?
Yeah.
Yeah, so EQ was degrading the men. But what I'm saying is what DG did, totally wrong. Totally wrong. But EQ's done the same, but now everyone's coming out, it was an act because she's EQ. No, it seems people, creators, are scared to speak out about EQ. It's like she's allowed to degrade people on the way they look, everything. Is anyone ever allowed to say anything against her? It seems it's all for women and not for men.
No, it's not.
I don't agree with you on that.
So, Hayley, the difference is, and listen, I'll say how it is. You know, I get what you're saying, and I've heard those, I've seen those videos of EQ. Also, I think the difference is EQ's not that person anymore. So, you know, that was a long time ago. So, what are we going to go back 2 years ago? You know. 2 years ago, you know, we're talking about someone that's currently doing it.
Hayley, a lot of people have gone against EQ.
Hold on, let me just answer Angie a minute. Hold on. I totally agree with that, but then that's like saying a rapist and a peddler 20 years ago, they've now changed. Is that still acceptable?
No, man.
How can you compare that to a rapist?
Well, no, because everyone's saying EQ's changed. EQ's changed.
But she have, you can see that.
She's still ripping people for their image. On her life.
I've argued with EQ numerous times, and so has Delusive Angie. We've all gone against EQ, so don't go saying like EQ's untouchable.
And also, Hayley, you know what? Everyone goes in on people's looks. I've done it. Corey's done it. We've all done it. There's a very huge difference between going in on someone's looks and making a young woman feel uncomfortable on social media. You know, especially someone that could be living abroad, and it's a big no. Do you know what I mean? That woman, she looked Muslim. Right, and that's just a big no. So there's a religion, you know. It could be because of religion. You know what I mean? It could be many things.
The difference is with Evil Queen. You know, it says it in her name, Evil Queen. You kind of know what to expect from her. 1, 2. She's actually changed her ways now. I mean, the clips you've seen are from years ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. DG's clips are really recent. 2. She hasn't actually gone for people in a sexual way like DG has, and against people's religions. You know,
have you seen a video?
She doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, right,
DG
that's
has.
acceptable.
His is recent.
That's acceptable.
His is recent. She's changed her ways with that. She doesn't do that anymore. You can either
that's acceptable.
change and say that's okay and move forward with it, or you can say, right, she's done that. I don't like her. I won't watch her no more. But with DG, he doesn't take any responsibility. Or you can say, right, she's done that. I don't like her. I won't watch her no more.
Can I just come in, please? Because that was a bit much. I know this is still off topic, but Hayley, Evil Queen, everybody knows that was her comedy act, right? I've been on there with Evil Queen before, and I didn't answer the request thinking, who's this? I knew it was Evil Queen, and I was expecting to get cussed or whatever, you know what I mean? And I thought, I'm just going to do it anyway, who cares? And, it didn't turn out horrible, but I knew that I could potentially be, dissed and cast and whatever. And the whole DG thing, I think it's absolutely disgusting speaking to any woman like that. And Hayley, if it was your daughter that was on the receiving end of it, how would you feel about that? Just a question.
I haven't once sat here and said it's acceptable. I have said it is disgusting. What I'm trying to say is, why is it okay for a man but not for a woman for everyone to say the woman's changed or it's an act? That's what I'm trying to say.
But Evil Queen was an act, and she made it clear it was an act.
But Hayley,
have you seen?
you said that DG was
let me just answer Joe, please. Let me just answer Joe. Have you seen the videos of EQ?
I think, Hayley, can I just stop you for a second? I think what Hayley is trying to say is not everyone is going to know it is an act, who she goes live with.
Exactly.
We know it's an act. Other people might not know that. However, it still was a long time ago. It is an act, and she's not that person anymore, where DG is still currently doing it. And I've only seen 2 videos of EQ, to be fair.
This is a total deflection. Hold on, Hayley. This is a total deflection. We're not talking about EQ in any way, shape, or form. It's just about DG. Why are we losing on?
But to be fair, Corey, we are talking about people that act in an appropriate way, whether you're man or woman.
Can you look at WhatsApp a second, please?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just want to have one opinion on it. Everyone knows who EQ is. EQ based her product as being an insult comedian back then. She's also stated on her live many times that she's not a person.
Johnny, you're breaking up
herself. Yes. Oh, sorry.
Your signal's gone.
Yes, if someone's good, she will go back. But regarding DG, this isn't a platform where it should be acceptable at all. If this was done in public, people would take it very, very serious in a different way. So why is it being acceptable online?
Apparently, someone has said about what I said about the Muslim girl. Now, I don't know if she is Muslim. You're correct. I don't know. I thought she was Muslim, but because somebody had said to me she's a Muslim woman, I've gone on that hearsay that she is. Okay, I take that back. Okay, I don't know whether she's Muslim or not. It's just someone that said that she was.
She did speak quite a few words like a Muslim would speak, like alhamdulillah and stuff like that. I have seen her speak, and there is, even though she is English speaking, she has mentioned
that behaviour is not accepted in the Muslim community. Do you know what I mean? So you can't do that, and that
she said wallah. I'm just saying I've seen other broadcasts of that individual, so I know she's speaking like a Muslim. I didn't say she said that in the video, guys, so chill out.
Yeah. Someone has put, not just Muslims say that word. Oh, okay. Well, listen, I don't know. I thought she was. Someone said she was. So I don't know. For God's sake. Hiya, Nadine.
I don't think it matters. Sorry. I don't think it matters what community they're from or what religion they're from. I just think anyone shouldn't accept it, whether they're male, female, non-binary, whatever, etc., etc. You know what I mean? It's just wrong. And TikTok only allowing it because he's making them so much money. Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest.
Yeah. And there's another video I've got here as well. I did play it this morning. I'll play it again here. And if Sophie Brady wants to get in the box, jump in. I'm so curious here.
My personal opinion on it is sexual remarks should not be made towards any creators on this platform at all. They're obviously, we all know it's 13 plus.
Enjoy it. Cool. Guess what? So someone will be getting arrested. I'm not even asked, mate. Give me clout. It doesn't ask me. But I'm going to get one back now. You're going to jump in that box and I'm going to ring the police tomorrow. We'll see who's laughing when you're getting carted off in the St. John.
I'm going to creator of the year.
Man, one of them's going to get carted off in the St. John's ambulance, meaning Levi, and his missus is going to get carted off in a police ambulance, ambulance for revenge call.
Ambulance.
Ambulance. Right, we're going, chat. Love yous. Why is it small? Nah, mate.
He tried to prevent Sophie, didn't he, from going on exposing him last night, wasn't it? In EQ's live.
So last night he told Sophie that if she was to join any box and talk about any circumstances revolving him, he would then call the police and get her done for revenge call, so effectively blackmailing her.
And correct me if I'm wrong, banter is two ways when you're actually having a joke together. The other women in these videos, they're not laughing. That's not banter, that's just degrading them. You know, banter is two ways, in my opinion. Not just degrading someone for cheap laughs and cheap giggles at their expense. And that's what I think he does. I think he likes the shock factor from it. And I think he does it with women that maybe look like they're from certain religions, because I think it gives me more shock power. And people start talking about him. And DG loves people talking about him, because it gets more money, more views, more traffic.
And also he did ask, so you're echoing again, he did also ask his viewers, 2K viewers, for someone to send a share over the Klepper. So how is he talking about revenge corner when he's asking someone to send it to him? You know? And it is degrading. I was fuming. I mean, I'm okay about it now. Okay, it's a bit banter, but I didn't see it that way. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's got 2 to 3K in there, you know, and he's basically telling someone to send it. And God knows, maybe someone did send it. Because there's going to be one stupid person that's going to send the Klepper. Do you know what I mean? Hi, Pepsi.
Hi. I just want to deflect in a little bit again here. You said about evil EQ was like years ago. Well, let's just say, and this is only hypothetically, somebody was to come forward now and say, all right, not EQ, somebody done this to me years ago, would that be brushed aside because it was years ago? Or would it?
Yeah, but you're talking about something completely different. You're talking about a social media app. You're talking about something like Grape, or something that's that's not on the app.
But can people still not be affected by it and affect their mental health, how they've been treated or spoken to? Because she has spoke to people inappropriately, and I'm not dissing her because I do actually like her. But nobody, male, female, big creator, small creator, nobody should be spoken to in any kind of way derogatory whatsoever.
Yeah.
But to say that, it was years ago, that's, she still did it. She still did those things.
Can I just come in a second? Hi.
Totally agree with you, Pepsi.
Thank you.
I don't think it's on the same.
Against her whatsoever, because I said I do like EQ and I do actually like DG as well, but they're not very dissimilar in the way they go at people in the past or present.
Yeah. So who's speaking now? Hi, Teacup. Is it Teacup?
Yes, it's Teacup. Hey.
Oh, where's she gone?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Ange, will you check WhatsApp a second?
God's sake, Corey.
No, hold on. It's Canadian Angie. She sent you a video of the Sophie thing, and I think Sophie's going to come in afterwards. Sorry, Teacup. I spoke over you then. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Can you hear me? You okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Perfect. Right. So I'm not a big creator on this app. I'm not that well known on here. I do little bits here and there on my page. And I've been kind of observing about this whole DG situation over the last few days, as probably everybody else has. Yeah, I don't find it appropriate what he's doing either, as everybody else obviously agrees as well. I don't have a love for EQ either. Again, she said a lot of things, and I know it's some of it being inappropriate, things like that, and I know a lot of people have said that she said things many years ago and things like that. Obviously, I have bits and pieces from her holiday with DG last year, specifically about LK, because I managed to capture one of our stories this morning, or last night, or whatever it was, in which she was trying to say, oh, LK did this, that, the next time, blah, 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 blah. I don't believe for a second that EQ has changed her ways. I think she dips in and out of it. DG will never change his ways. He's a misogynistic male. And he, as I say, I think was it Natalie or was it Nadia? One of the two, I apologise if I got the name wrong. But she came in and she pretty much hit the nail on the head about the fact that he likes the shock factor, about targeting these women online. And I was watching a bit of EQ's kind of situation with it last night, and I want to say I disagree with it, because the fact is that the way it's happening online is superiorly different to, say, something that would happen in real life. It may have similarities, but it's, for me personally, I believe it's like comparing apples and oranges. She was comparing it to a grape situation that could happen in real life. And these women, obviously, a lot of them, from what I've seen, do not have English as their first language, it would appear. So they're obviously very confused when they come on, when he starts acting like this. Fortunate for them, they have an option to walk away from it. They obviously didn't, because they were like, what the hell's going on? Some of them may have, I don't know. But again, it's, you know, it's like comparing apples to oranges. I didn't necessarily agree with it. I don't agree with anything that DG has done, because, as I say, I do see him as being misogynistic, and he's just vile and horrible to women online.
Can I just say something to you? Yes, the women could have dropped out the box, you know, but why should they?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying.
Why should they have to? Because they feel uncomfortable. You might say,
yes,
okay, if you feel uncomfortable enough,
I
you would
totally
stop.
agree. They will be uncomfortable, of
but
course.
there were some women that probably were kind of like really confused and said, well, wait a minute, this is not okay.
Exactly.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you this is not okay. No. I'm not going to just jump out, because this is not okay. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's not okay.
So they shouldn't have to have left that box.
And he needs to take responsibility for his behaviour. He is a grown-ass man with a child. He is a grown-ass man with a child. And he, last night, was it last night that she played on her exposure, whatever she called it, about the fact that he said that when his child was of age, that it would be all right if this happened to her, if somebody was to come on like TikTok or whatever the fuck, you know, and say these kinds of things to her, because he would be like, oh, well, she can just walk away from it and all this kind of stuff as well, because she would know better. And it's like, you know, I don't know, just, he needs to start taking responsibility for it, you know? It's...
Hi, Canadian Angie.
Hi, good morning, Angie. How are you?
Afternoon.
Love you! Sorry.
Good morning here. Love you, Corey. I just woke up and I'm listening to all these people in the boxes. And I'm just wondering, when did this become about Evil Queen? You're all sitting here saying, but EQ did this and that, and EQ did that. She has not been anywhere near what DG has done. And you have to also remember, it was part of what she did years ago. And you guys are sitting here talking about
that stuff last year, Canadian Angie. I'm not going to lie.
One sec, teacup, please. Just let Canadian Angie speak.
Well, that's all they're saying is, well, Evil Queen, but you're all deferring you're all like far, far away from what DG is doing. I'm not understanding how you guys think in these boxes. Like, I'm not getting it. The topic is what DG is doing. Why are we talking about what Evil Queen may have said once or twice 2-3 years ago?
I'm not. People are trying to say though that DG has said all this not okay, but however, what about women that say it? That's not okay either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Has anybody come out? Has anyone?
It was a long time ago. Number one, and number two, it is an act. And I have seen those videos. It's not as far as bad as what you're saying, Angie. Is what DG has said. DG is currently doing it.
I'm not one to agree with Evil Queen in the slightest, right? But there's not one person who has come out and said Evil Queen made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
There are people which we had in Canadian Angie's the other day. A woman come in there and said that she had gone to the hospital to up her medication because of what DG put her through. So there's people that are actually come forward and said DG made me feel uncomfortable, and that's what the topic is here. Nobody's done that with Evil Queen. They're just pulling up Evil Queen just because Evil Queen has done similar in the past. Nowhere near as bad as what DG has done, but again, done similar. So people are just trying to go, well, hold on, if she can pull it out, then why can't...
Exactly, Corey.
Yeah,
so
check
it. Exactly.
Corey,
so
that's a shit-ass narrative, because Evil Queen has not, and I've seen those videos that you're talking about, there's maybe one or two around. He is nowhere near what DG's done. Are you kidding?
So where was Canadian Angie last night?
I think honestly it was at a reach, Angie, because I watched those two videos that someone sent me, and there's nothing really to it. You can't compare that to what DG has done, to be honest.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and I'm hearing all these women in the boxes. But Evil Queen, this is not about Evil Queen. It's about
this video is also edited, by the way.
In the centre of the situation, that's the problem, by coming out and having her say what she's right to do. So, she can have her right, her voice on the opinion of DG last night. This is what you call a fallout.
It's not a voice. She's been attacked multiple times. He will not leave her alone. He harasses her. He threatened to bot her life. He's done loads.
Well, you all speak over me. You all speak over me. So now it's my turn. No. They all speak over me. So now it's my turn. Where was Canadian Angie last night?
I took a night off. Is that okay?
Right, 1 second. Why did you have to take a night off last night? Come on.
Because I wanted to go out and do something.
Yeah. She had a night off because she was stressed out about fucking DG.
I am not stressed out about fucking
Yes, you did.
DG's gonna stress me. Oh, James, get off it. Me stressed over DG. Are you kidding? I'm gonna rip him apart tonight. It's having a night off. Am I allowed to take a night off?
Well, no, because last night I was affected because I couldn't speak to the person that keeps me sane every night. So that affected
can I
me.
just you for 1 sec, James? Because people are saying this is a biased life, right? And this is definitely not a biased life for you to say that. Yes, I feel quite offended, right? Now I have played the other day the videos of what EQ has said. I have already played those. Okay, I had my opinion, and my opinion is it's not as halfway as bad as what DG has said. I've just told you my opinions. I don't want to keep repeating myself. That is my opinion. Okay,
and Angie,
I've been off and on with EQ for a long time, so there's no way I'm saying what I'm saying to protect EQ. It doesn't make sense. She's not coming over and sending me unis or anything like that. Okay, it's just my honest opinion. You can have a different opinion, but this isn't about this isn't about EQ. This is about DG. However, I have played those videos, so I don't know that's what you want me to do. I've played them.
All right.
He has, because I even screen shared one of the videos yesterday, didn't I, Angie, with the Bonnie live?
Bias boxes. Well, if somebody wants to come in that supports DG, they're welcome to get in the box. But
listen, I've supported on both, but check it. I personally think DG got close, and I mean close, to EQ when they were on holiday before that. He got close, and he got to know that woman, yeah? So much so, he was contemplating going out.
James.
He was contemplating going out with her.
Because people keep saying it's bias. Now I repeat. I don't know who these people are in the boxes. If somebody in the comments support DG, jump in the box and have your say. I'm far from biased here. Okay, I've played the videos of what EQ has said. I've played those. I had an opinion. I've had an opinion about EQ. Many times I've had opinions about EQ. Now we're having an opinion on DG. However, if you support him, please let me know in the comments and I'll put you in. Sorry,
I think people are wanting to see the videos of EQ Angie.
I paid those MIDI guys. This is about DG. I paid the EQ yesterday, and I spoke on that.
Exactly what Delusive's saying. This is about what DG's doing, and you're pulling up EQ from a comedy evil act of 2 years ago. You guys are all delusional. Honestly.
I'm not delusional, I'll tell you right now. My latest video, let me speak for a second.
Can I just talk, please?
No, because I was speaking.
Yes, she can. Yes, she can.
Go ahead, Angie.
I'm going to drop Delusive in a second, but I just want to say that I forget her name, Bonnie Clips, put out that I gifted DG a week ago or something. So I'm going to put up later on when I go live the times. Apparently I was sitting in there for over 45 minutes. So all of you that are saying, oh, but you gifted him last week. If I had gifted, which I would rather stick pins in my eyeballs, if I had gifted DG, do you not think when he was in Delusive's box, the first thing he would have done yesterday is put up a screen recording of me gifting him? Boom. Oh,
Not only that, but you actually went live and actually proved that it wasn't your account, because I was in that live. You was in the box with Ricochet, and you went on all the different accounts and proved that your gifting level and everything was totally different to the one that was in the live.
There we go. We made a fake screenshot, but tonight, like I said, we've got the times. The times are all, they made a mistake with their time. When they did the fake screenshot, they just screwed it up. But anyways, any of you in here going, oh, but you gifted him a week ago. No. I would not go near that guy. Trust me, I did not gift him. And those were fake screenshots made by Bonnie.
I can tell you, DJ had a lot of hate for Angie and vice versa. Angie did not gift him.
No.
Do you not think he would have had a screen recording of the gift I gifted him, flying across the screen, my name at the top?
Terrible towards you before you got in the box.
100%.
DG thinks that all rich women want him. End of story.
Yeah, because he's a misogynistic male. I think we all grasp that concept. It's very
God's
evident.
sakes.
Yeah, it's very evident.
No, it's because he's got to put money, that's why.
He ain't got shit. He ain't got shit when I catch him.
I just say it, right? If you support DG, please jump in the box and not keep saying it's a bias live. Jump in the box if you defend him, okay? Please do.
I don't even know what bias means. Thought it was a cream that you put on your ass.
Oh my God. Anyways, I'm going to drop so you can let the DG supporters up. Angie, thank you.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
Oh, thank you. Who else wants to have their say?
Angie, I'll see you later.
See you later, James. I'm going to
No, I'm staying here. I'm talking
anyone
to
else
the
have
other
anything
Angie.
else to say before I drop you?
No,
Angie,
I'm
I'd like to say
here.
something.
I'm staying.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I will probably drop in a second. I just want to kind of say another couple of things. Really, it's the.
Oh, sorry, I kicked them off. I'm so sorry. Did I kick the wrong person? I thought Miss
No, you never end. You really never.
Oh, I'm so sorry, you teacup. Can you come back in? Hi, Miss Manifest.
Hi, Angie. You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Good, lovely. I'm just confused. Why are people talking about EQ in the comments? Do you know what I don't understand? EQ has a huge platform. She has the confidence to come on live and talk about this and defend women's rights. So what is the issue? That is all she did. If I did it or any other woman did it that hasn't done anything wrong on the app, what's the difference? All she's doing, she's putting a message out there, and she's raising awareness for other women who aren't aware of what he's really like. And I'm so glad she has, because
and you know why I feel people haven't spoken on it before, because he's a big creator. So, maybe
He's not a big creator. I had 500,000 followers way before DG. Sorry. He's not a big creator. I'm way bigger than him.
That's what I'm saying, Angie. They're afraid to speak up against him. And, she's done that for everyone. So I don't know why they're bringing up what she's done. EQ's been held accountable for everything that she said in the past. But like we said, people can do whatever they want on TikTok. They'll never get taken down.
Yeah.
There we go.
As simple as that.
And I'm much bigger than DG. Just because I ain't got the gifters, my name, Gemzino, on an app is bigger than DG, bro. Are you stupid, mate? Gemzino runs it.
Hi, Teacup. Sorry I dropped you earlier.
That's okay. It's absolutely fine. I won't be here too much longer. As I was saying before, yeah, I don't have a love for DG. I don't have a love for EQ. I see it for both sides. I totally get it. But the latest video I have is purely from last year when she was on holiday with DG. And she had a lot to say about LK, unfortunately. A leopard doesn't change its spots, as they say. And I don't think she's the proper authority to speak on DG when she's, you know, had things that have happened in the past and stuff. I don't know. She would need to change drastically with some of the things that she said and done in the past and things. You know, I haven't seen a massive change, and that's just my opinion.
Can I ask you a question though? Do you feel that people keep going on about this? And I do it, and I hold my hands up to it. I do it a lot, actually. You know, we always talk about someone's past. You know, can someone not change, and for us to stop going on about a year ago, 2 years ago, this is what
they can, definitely. But when people change, it has to be a consistent change. It can't just be bits and pieces. The way I see with EQ is that she dips in and out of it. Unfortunately, she's like a lot of people on the app. DG and his misogyny is consistent. See if he was to change tomorrow and hold his hands up and go like that, do you know what? Everything I have said and done in this app is complete bullshit, and I hold my hands up to it, and I am so sorry, and he changes the next day, then fair enough. If he was to consistently do that and people see that he changes, then that's fine. EQ changes and then she dips straight back into it when there's drama. She thrives on controversy, and the more people wake up to it, the better, because it's...
Thank you, Angie. I didn't see that.
Hi, yeah, and I thrive off drama, and drama makes money. So what now? You pocket watcher.
I've got DG in the box. I'm going to put...
Yeah, come on, DG, you big bad sow.
Sorry. Hi, Angie.
One sec, guys. Let me just put DG in. Hello, DG.
Good morning, fishwives.
Is that you? You sound different. So what do you have to say for yourself then, DG?
I'm hungover. What?
What do you have to say for yourself? Making all these women feel uncomfortable.
Quack, quack.
Tell someone to give us a fuck or go tell the police. You fucking whinging
quack,
bitches.
Quack, quack, quack.
I didn't say anything. I actually didn't watch it. As I say, I had better things to do. I woke up this morning and people shared me alive. If you've got a problem, go and tell someone who gives a fuck, mate, because I definitely don't.
Quack,
I won't be
quack.
Lots of people give a fuck, actually.
So,
quack, quack.
Go and tell someone.
Loads of people give a fuck. If you could have been talking to my daughter or my granddaughters like that.
I wasn't, so you're all right.
How do you know
what that bothered? Why don't you go?
How do you know one of them wasn't? And how dare you just go in on women and talk about their bodies, sexual acts that you want to do upon them, and they're not giving you anything back at all. I watched their videos and it made me cringe.
Come to the yard, I'll decorate your face, brother.
You tell him, Jim.
If people are that bothered, why don't they go and report it to the police?
Because I think it is going to be going to the
police. It's about a crime. It's about an attitude towards women.
The thing is, so Hayley, I mean, you want people to go to the police. It didn't happen to me. It didn't happen to Gems. You know what I mean? It's down to them whether they go to the police.
That's what I'm saying.
Awareness that this behaviour is not okay. And can I just say his opinion about it yesterday? That, you know, until I heard the exposure that EQ held, I hadn't seen half of these videos. I was like, what the hell?
Those women were looking at you in disgust, DJ.
I think that's acceptable, DG.
Hey, listen, right, you're getting shown snippets in 3 seconds of a whole 24-hour day or whatever, or a whole couple of hour live, or hundreds of hours worth of live that you've searched for and edited down to just the bit you want to see. You don't know what got in that conversation. You don't know, you didn't see, well, I don't know what you saw, but you basically just, as I say, if you do not like it, right, I am not offending you, am I? If I'm offending you, or tell me. There you go. So why are you sitting bitching about in a box, mate? Because the person who the people who have done it to, have took it as banter, and they're not fucking complaining. And if they are, go tell them to tell the police. If they're not, shut up, stop whinging, and go and tell someone again.
I don't think these women took it as banter. There's a block button for a reason.
I said big girls play with big boys.
I don't think they took it as banter, DG, though. I think they look very uncomfortable. You know what I mean? That's okay. I can imagine if I was that age, right, you know, my 20s, and I'm on here, and I've got a man, saying, with the camera, oh, put the camera down on, and doing the things and I've got my dad in the background and my mother and my family listening. I'd be embarrassed.
He said some girls that he's done it to has said that it's banter, which I get. Some will. That's the thing. I think it's all down to us how each person individually takes DG's humour, insults, whatever people want to call it.
Meat, that's all he's seeing. A woman is a piece of meat.
Doing it to a mate's different, but doing it to strangers that don't even understand what you're doing, foil.
I just feel like if it was another man that wasn't DG, there would be more upset. And all the women in the chat that are saying Team DG, like, I get it. Some, Evil Queen and stuff have said he's not that attractive. I don't think he's a bad looking man. I think it was any other man, it would be defined as creepy behaviour and it would have more of a negative narrative if it was any other man. But because you like DG, you're happy to look over it. That's the problem for me, for all the women in this chat.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we have to go after him. I just think as women that are defending him should be saying, actually, that's not okay. And that's uncomfortable.
I'm not saying everybody that's saying EQ is just as bad as DG. Has EQ ever harassed a man? Sexually harassed
I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen EQ.
You don't need
She
to.
has
You
never
don't need
been
to, because EQ can get man. She don't need to harass.
She has gone in on, the
she has never made any untoward advances to any man. The way he is talking about her as well, she fancies me, she wants my meat in her. That is absolutely degrading for a woman to hear.
Yeah.
It's vile. I don't care what DG says. Oh, it's a snippet of a 24-hour live. You said what you said, whether it was a 2-minute or 2-second snip. You said it. Yeah. And you made those women, uncomfortable, visually uncomfortable.
He treated them like pieces of meat.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's all he did. He treated
Women,
them like
I'm not saying that EQ is perfect. We all know she isn't. She said things, she has said some of the worst things, but we all know that EQ, I've said it before, she comes with a government warning.
What EQ's done now. I think the fact that people have to say that EQ's done X, Y, and Z because she was the one that delivered the message deflects from the actual issue. I don't think it should matter whose mouth it come out of. I'm not saying everyone cancel DG. I'm just saying at some point women have to say that's not okay. Forget whose mouth it came from. Yeah, it's irrelevant whose mouth it came from.
You can't cancel. And I also add, when the LK thing was happening and everyone saying, oh, EQ was this, that and the other, in LK's chat, a woman actually said, I don't know how you can sit there with a knife in your hand and not put it in EQ's throat. That was disgusting, and I did get a clip of it, and I've got it on EQ's Discord. I don't know if I've still got it.
Get back in the box, just in case you get banned. Just
LK can't be held responsible.
Trigger warning, guys.
In the chat, unfortunately.
You know what? I don't understand, how DG, can sit there and say, I don't give a fuck, and I don't care.
Hello.
He needs to hold his hands up and say, you know what? I apologise to these women that I have made this way.
This is not everybody keeps bringing me up, but you've got to remember, when I was doing those Evil Queen things, the other people knew. They were waiting for me on the other side of the screen. It was a big thing. I was the biggest thing on here before any one of yous, before anyone. So
EQ, everyone's defended you here.
Yeah. So I'm just explaining this. So they're pulling up something that I was doing. He's doing this generally, and he's doing it to me too. And this is the Me Too thing about last night and why I've made a thing, because it makes me feel so disgusted that I actually get women on this app say to me, "Oh, you're jealous because DG rejected you," because he sits there and tells everyone, "Oh, she's jealous that she couldn't have my dick in her," and all things like that. And it's disgusting, and it makes me feel disgusting. And when I see in these women and the way he's been behaving lately, and especially the way he laughed at my relationship, etc., and then he did what he did with Zach and said he was uncomfortable, when I've known for a fucking over a year that I was uncomfortable being videoed next door on the live stream having sex. I had to pretend that was okay, because I would have been a spoil sport. Oh, you're just being miserable, just banter. That's not banter. And I've had to ever since live with everybody and him telling everybody to say, oh, she wants me. Yeah, I don't. He's too old for a start. I date 20 to 26-year-olds. Why would I go near this ugly ugly ass
EQ,
melted candle man. So he's sexually objectifying me on a daily, weekly basis, you know, by saying these things, and I don't like it. And I'm actually, it's me who's affected. So anything that I've said was me, Evil Queen. He's actually actively doing this to me to make me feel this way.
I don't think a lot of people realise what you're talking about. What do you mean he filmed you?
So when we went on holiday, can you hear me? Something's going on.
Yeah.
When we went on holiday, I'd just broken up with my partner and he'd just broken up with us. So that was why we ended up going on holiday, because he was going off the app, and, you know, we ended up going on a holiday because we'd done a few lives together. And we were out one night and I was hooking up with this German fella, and I brought him back to my room, but I was on live and I ended my live. I said, good night, everybody. And I thought that was the end of it. I woke up in the next morning. Well, no, it wasn't even the next morning, actually. It was bloody moments after the deed had been done, because I went to shout DG to get rid of this man, but he was on a live stream, so I had to kind of just be like, oh yeah, and then I had to just blend it. But I wouldn't want people knowing things like, so he live streamed me having sex next door and made the noises and the actions and everything, and ever since then I've been persecuted by this man.
He violated you.
So and nobody's saying DG needs to change his content, but just stop abusing women and stop saying people want him who don't, and speaking so disgustingly. It makes me want to bleach my skin and scrub it with sandpaper when he says, and he puts a mental image out there, Angie. You know, when he's saying these things, he puts a mental image out, and it's disgusting. It makes me want to vomit. But I've just got out the shower, so I'm getting dry. I've got to go.
A legal matter, crime, what he did.
Yeah, it's almost like revenge.
Basically, he knows what noises she makes when she's doing whatever. That's disgusting.
He was on TikTok. He went on TikTok.
He was in another room, and EQ was with this German guy, and she had no idea he was filming and making all the noises,
He was on live.
sex noises and everything else. It was on live. And poor Evil Queen had no idea whatsoever. She was doing something private in her own, you know,
He was in the next room.
Wanted to do. And he bloody violated her. How
He was
dare
next door.
he? Yeah, James, did you see it? You know, like
Yes, he was next door.
If someone did that to me, I would report them. Well, I do more than that, but I'd report it to the
Has
police.
it been reported?
And he was getting off on it. The way I seen it was this. He was
wants
laughing
her,
and
James.
smirking and getting off on it. But hang on a minute. You might as well be in that room as well then, mate. Because in your head, you think you're dogging her out as well. You little fucking rat. I swear to God. See, that night I wanted to fuck him over that balcony, the little
People
rat.
saying that he was already live. Yeah, he might have already been live, but he was highlighting the fact of what she was doing in that room. Like he didn't have to. He didn't have to bring it to the audience.
Everything else.
But can I just say something? Someone mentioned in the comments that she was laughing about it. Just because she was laughing about it does not make it okay. You know, that could have been a nervous laugh.
She was nervous
laughing.
There we go. She was nervous
funny, but
laughing.
6 months down the line has been affected by it. You
She
can
couldn't fucking believe it.
A year down the line.
She couldn't believe it. She poked her head over the balcony. She looked to the left. She was like, nervous, bro.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What the fuck? DG's just outed me for doing
all those
stuff with some
things.
fucking guy. Weird. I was fucking fuming them times.
Oh, I didn't know any of that.
Yeah, me and EQ used to chat, bro. Obviously, we always have fallouts, but them times there, that was vicious, bro. I just thought, you're an idiot. Imagine doing that. Someone's recording your daughter having a little fling or whatever. Mad. I was
Oh
fuming.
my God. You know what, DG, you are a wrongin'. Absolute wrongin'.
Imagine that. Your daughter's on a holiday having a little fling or whatever, and next man next door's recording it. She's fucking lucky. She's lucky that she knew that it'd been recorded, because otherwise, he'd probably use it against her, but he couldn't.
Now, there's a huge difference, you know, with the EQ, what people are saying, which I don't want to keep talking about. However, what he's done is despicable. You know what I mean?
And the reason she played it on her live when they came back from holiday was to out herself. That's why she played it on her live when she got back, so that he couldn't play it on his live. She outed her own self. That's why she played it on the live stream. Yeah? Jesus
I mean,
Lord.
one sec, James. Right, someone said it was no big deal yesterday. Like I said, right, from what I heard about the DG situation, I thought it's no big deal, okay? Well, am I affected? No, I'm not affected by it, okay? And I thought, well, you got some people liking Zach, right? they're going to out DG and vice versa. And it's all about who you like, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't know this about EQ, okay? She said something last night that this is how he made her feel, but I didn't know the story behind it, okay? But then when I watched the exposure, okay, and I watched it again today, I thought to myself, you know what, this is really not okay. You know, has it affected me? No, it hasn't. But has it affected them? Probably. You know,
could you imagine being in another room and him recording you and making all the sexual noises and making out? Do you know what I mean? She felt so degraded and she had to carry on with the holiday. She didn't want to kick up a stink and she felt uncomfortable. But like deep down, she was really, really upset and hurt. And that came through last night even more. She is still affected by that.
You can hear it in her voice.
Yeah,
you can hear it in her voice. She's hearing me.
Someone just said, I thought this wasn't about EQ. No, it's not about. It's about DG. As to what DG has done. That's filmed it, and you know, her having sex, and that is despicable.
And he's still making sexual
Alpay's what's it video or something people are saying.
Can I just jump in a sec? No, you're probably not going to like my opinion. Like, I don't like DG. I've made it very known. People are probably sitting in the comments. But the best thing you can probably do is get that video and show it, because there's a lot of mixed messages. Yes, DG was already live. They were out together. She'd gone off into her room. He'd gone off into his room. He stayed on live. Obviously, he heard what was going on. And yeah, he did put the phone, I don't know if he put the phone against the wall, but he did let his live know what was going on. But then,
when, want to have that
hang on, let us finish. When he went onto the balcony, she come out onto the balcony. She was already laughing prior to coming out, and she was asking DG to get this man out of her room, and he was like, "I'm not doing that." And they were both going back and forth, laughing between each other on the balcony, like, "Please get him out. No, you get him out. No, you get him out." And neither of them were willing to get him out. Now, DG had his granddad mask with him, and he put his granddad mask on, put a trackie on, and he was like, "I'm going to pretend to be a granddad, and I'm going to go in there and say, 'Get off my granddaughter now.'" And they were laughing. And then EQ come running into the bathroom where DG was already getting dressed. He was already mid-granddad, and she was like, "Oh, I've already got him out now. You don't need to. He's already been out. I've already got him out."
This is like victim shaming. So at the time of it happening,
just put the video on
live, I was meant to say to thousands of people, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" and all that shit. I had to just go with it. You know, this is a difficult situation, and you can't turn around and say, "Oh, because she laughed afterwards." What could I do? Thousands of people judging me and everything. I was embarrassed. And now after the way he's carried on about Zach and all that, and said he felt uncomfortable, I felt uncomfortable. It makes my skin crawl when he's saying to people that I want him, so fuck off with your excuses.
Chelsea.
Can I just say, I watched the clip on the balcony of them two going back and forward, and I remember watching EQ and going, she doesn't look right. She doesn't look like, yes, she was like smiling, but I remember going, there's something off about her behaviour. Like, I don't think she felt comfortable.
Well, she just split up with her fucking man, hadn't she? Sorry, Sarah. She just split up with her man. She was in a vulnerable situation. So
One sec, please. One sec, okay? There's no buts here. You know, you can't justify what he did. You know how many women, you know, that have been put through whatever they've been put through, right? That still continue the day with that man. And he's raped her. You know what I mean? You cannot justify it just because she continued that day and she was laughing with him, and just because she was doing this and they decided to do this and she, continued, that day with him and that. You can't.
She admitted to going laughing because she didn't know what else to bloody do.
But why did she ask him to dress up as the granddad? She specifically asked him to go and get the granddad suit. She was on his live.
She want that played again all over the.
But you have to remember, at that point,
I think you should just play the video, man.
No, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me tell you something to you. When I was great to you, okay, I spoke to my abuser the next day like nothing had happened. I was laughing with him on the phone.
I just think you should play the video and let people take their own, get their own judgment. I'm going to drop.
Let him abuse her again by showing
it. One sec, please. I'm talking. You can hear it in her voice, yeah? How she feels about it. Yeah. It doesn't matter how long ago it happened. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. EQ obviously still thinks about that. Okay.
And I think also when she came out of that room, she wasn't aware of what had just happened on the live. Like, she came out and seen that DG was on live, but I don't think she was aware of all the jokes that he'd been making during the time she was in the room with that male.
That's what I was just going to say, because I don't think it was the fact that it was on live
just alone. I think it was the fact that there was a point in that clip where he actually put a glass against the wall. And put the phone against
Daniel
the glass.
Mickey. It's what Greg does, a whole different thing. Yes, I know. But what I'm saying is, what she is saying, but well, why did EQ laugh with him the next day? Why this? Why that? I don't know. Why did I speak to my abuser? I don't know. But it happens.
It does
doesn't
happen.
mean it didn't happen just because she continued the day with him or because she continued being friends with him or whatever the reason may be. That does not mean it didn't happen.
It didn't mean she
Right,
didn't.
let me just make it clear. DG didn't touch her, yeah? He just recorded
No,
her.
I'm not saying that. Maybe it's a bad
Yeah, but
example.
the comments, Angie,
what I'm trying to say
Angie,
here
the
is
comments
just
are
because
getting
a
it
woman,
twisted.
No, listen, just because a woman is acting a certain way does not mean it did not happen.
Yeah.
She has been violated.
Yes, I'm just letting the comments know, Angie.
Okay, maybe that was a bad example, but I'm sick of people saying, but why did she do this? Why was she laughing with him? Why was she speaking to him the next day? That's all I hear. There's no justification.
Because they want to put it all on EQ. They don't want to hold him responsible for his disgusting views towards women and how he treats women.
Thank God. What? What's that?
Like to Gems, he wouldn't be like that to Gems because Gems would put him right in his place straight away.
It's just, listen, guys, there's no buts. There's no buts. That's what
he has said stuff to me before, though, back in the day, but I've said things to him as well. You know what my mouth's like.
So you can handle yourself, Gems,
Of course
but it's
I can.
still wrong.
4,000 people in here, heart me's, let's go. 4,000 people, heart me's, let's go.
You've just said that I've said stuff to you, but you know, because you're not a snowflake and you banter back and you have a bit of thing, that just, you, Rebecca, have just said it perfectly. She took it and she said vice versa. She said stuff to me. You said exact same stuff to me.
No, don't say I'm backing you up in any way whatsoever.
Definitely said stuff to you, DG. Of course I have. It's been 5 years.
Can we please look after the men here? Because Gems has said stuff to me and Rebecca isn't backing me. Oh. Do you know what I mean? Rebecca, you're just like...
Get out. You're wronging. Get out.
And
I'm not letting him speak.
Thank you.
All right, he's just here to take the piss.
He doesn't think he's done anything wrong, and that's how sick in their brain he is.
Yeah, I've let him listen. It's not bias. I let him in 3 times. He's just taking the piss. If he wants to speak like a grown-up and speak as to what happened, then fine. But he's not. He's just taking the piss.
I think it's absolutely disgusting that he sits there and just makes fun of the whole situation. You could quite clearly hear EQ when she came in the box that she wasn't comfortable, and it was very
shut up
raw.
still.
So everyone in the comments,
stop keep saying it's biased. If you support DG, jump in the box. I've said that 10 times already. But now what I've heard, you know, with what happened with EQ, okay, that's not acceptable. That is not okay. And I don't want anyone in the box saying, but this, but that. There's no buts.
True.
I agree, Angie. I hope you're well. I hope everyone's well. But yeah, I completely agree with you. I just want to remind people, especially the females supporters of DG, are you guys aware that this isn't a regular? This is actually a regular thing with him. He's a creep. Okay, he's actually gone out of his way to ask for someone else's images and videos of a certain thing. Okay, I'm not going to bring it up here, but it's not just EQ that he creeps on. He creeps on a lot of women. He's an absolute creep. He's done it several times. So you guys need to open up your eyes. This guy is not a good person. He is an actual sick, disgusting person. It's not just EQ that he's come for. He's come for several women. Pardon?
and one person that did want to come out last night was silenced by him.
Exactly. Exactly.
Where is
Because he's a
Sophie?
big creator.
Can we share the live to Sophie?
Yeah, let's share it out to Sophie.
Guys, if you support
they keep saying, "Oh, it's old receipts," but Sophie wanted to show something, and she got silenced, blackmailed.
If you support DG, you're welcome in the box. Okay, so stop sitting there saying it's biased. Jump in. Let me know in the comments so I know who to put in.
By the way, anyone saying we've got evidence of this? I actually do have evidence of this. This was only a few weeks ago that he said this on live to several thousand people, asking for images and videos of something that he does not have consent to do, okay? So, yeah, he's actually broken the law, and if you guys are still going to support this man, then go ahead, but open up your eyes, people. Angie, I'm going to drop. I hope you're well.
All right, Susan.
Have a lovely day, girl. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, see you later.
And the only reason why Eva Queen never done nothing is because it was in a different country. She's got, do you know what I mean? Can you do anything if it's in a different country? Because I think that's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not exactly simple, is it? You don't really know what to do.
You can. If it happened in another country, you can. You can contact the police here, and you can because he's here with me. He's here. If he was probably still over there, maybe it would be a different situation.
Evil Queen has said that she's quite willing to go to the police if he continues to sexually harass her with dirty comments, which she's had to put up with for a long time now, which none of us knew about.
No.
And the only way she could show it was by getting, different women that were nothing to do with her and put the video up. And my jaw dropped. And I just thought of my granddaughters and my daughters.
And it's relentless as well.
But they would be totally sucked in. And it was almost like grooming as well. He was looking for ones he could try to manipulate. Do you know what I mean? That's how I looked at it, is complete manipulation. And just sick.
Guys, you keep saying get DG supporters in. Tell me if you're in the comments. I've said this, I'm on repeat now. I've said it 20 times. If you support DG, jump in the box. Let me know in the comments so I know who to put in, okay?
Can I just have my say, please?
Yeah, hi, Mandy.
I'm on 6 then, I know. Basically, what I'd like to say is I watched that video with Evil Queen a long time back, and I thought I watched it and I had to turn it off because I felt sick. The things he was doing, and that is really disrespectful of what he'd done. You can hear in that lady's voice there today. I didn't realise it affected her, but you can hear that how much it affected her today, and that's really sad. And DG, he's going on all these other countries, and that one was at 11:30 in the morning. How many people say it's a kids app as well?
And what did he say to the girl? If it's 11 at night, it would be all right then, wouldn't it? When she was trying to shut him down.
Yeah, but Dawn's going to pick up DG.
Not right at any time of the day.
Adam. But he's put himself
Did
out.
you write something?
Sorry.
Did you write something on my phone? Are you sure?
I don't think she knows she's in the box.
Basically, I've lost my thought now. So yes, it's 11:30. So what everyone says, it's a kids app, it's a kids app. So he knows what he's doing. At 11:30 in the morning, putting ladies down like that. It was absolutely disgusting what he's doing. Yeah. And all these supporters in Team DG in the chat, I just don't get my head around it, because would you like your child to feel like that when they're older? Because I've got kids the same age as DG.
Yeah. Exactly, that's the question I asked him yesterday, and he turned around and he said yes.
Yeah. And I tell you, if anybody come to my daughter like that and they're the same age as him, I'd be at his door smacking his face, because it's absolutely disgusting what he's doing to women.
Right. Guys, can I hear from Dawn, because Dawn supports DG?
DG is absolutely, I don't care what anyone says, he's the best on the tap. He gets everyone laughing. What he said to the women, everyone knows what he's like. And I don't care what you say. He's the best on this app.
All
DQ wants is
what you're saying. Someone that's already talking is going to get kicked out, please.
Thank you. This is my opinion. I'm sorry, but I love DG. He's the best on this app. He gets everyone laughs at him and everything. He's got a brilliant community. What he said, some of them are like, oh my God, I can't believe he said it. But then it ends up funny, if you will. But I absolutely love DG. I'm sorry, but that's just me.
Okay, would you still be feeling that way if it was your daughter?
I've got 4 daughters, and if I know him, if I didn't know him, I'd think, I can't believe he said that to my daughter. And then I'd look into it and look how he is with people, and then I'd think, oh, he's funny. Do you know what I mean? Like my daughter now, she's just turned up. One of my
Would
daughters.
you find it funny if he did that to your daughter?
Yeah, well, because I know what he's like. He's funny.
Wow, that is absolutely disgusting as a mother to say that.
I don't care what.
I have something to ask.
I've got 7 children and I've got 4 daughters, and all my kids love DG.
Wow, you've
So
brought
you-
them up well then, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
DG
Yeah.
supporters, guys, jump in the box. I'll put you in.
I am.
Dawn, I've got a question.
Yeah, go on.
You said that you find it funny and all of this, but what about the women that don't understand what he's going on about and they're from another country?
Why is everyone all of a sudden getting sour over DG? Why don't everyone just grow up? Just because he's doing well in life, everyone's
Answer the question, can you?
Can I answer that? Hiya. It doesn't matter. Can I just
say
everyone gives you grief, but then when you're doing well in life,
Can I just explain something? The only reason this has all come out right is because DG decided to come live, even though he didn't run with it. Fair enough, he did not run with it. Other people ran with it. However, he did come on here to say that he'd been, he felt uncomfortable because Zach, made a joke towards him. Okay, and it made him feel uncomfortable, and that triggered EQ because of
100%.
One thing because of what DG done to her. So that brought back memories for her. So that's why she's done a live, to expose him. And I decided to, and I saw this exposure, and I didn't see half the videos. I didn't know about EQ's story. So it shocked me, and I'll never be able to support someone, a man, and I let him in the box to have a say. But all he has done is take the piss, and he's. Piss, and he's. He don't care. So I kicked him out, and he's not welcome back in.
Can I speak now? All that EQ wanted was an apology. That's all she wanted off him. She didn't want none of this. She just said she wants him to say sorry and for it to be done with. But I think.
And did he apologise?
No, not yet. I think he's waiting for his right time.
I mean, I don't think someone should be asked to make an apology, really, do you?
If he said stuff that's untoward, I think he should definitely make a public apology, not just to EQ, but to all those females that were felt that way in those clips that we've all seen.
Yeah, but do you think you say it's better? Someone was saying it was just banter, blah blah blah, and just to apologise. This is a guy that filmed someone having sex.
Yeah, have you seen the clip? It's not very nice.
I don't think I want to see it.
No, please don't put it on because it's absolutely.
It's actually on the FYV. If you do look.
Not only did he record it, he put a cup against the wall and started listening to it. How sick is that?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to leave because I've asked about 10 times to speak on Team DG.
Yeah, sorry, hello. Yeah, do you want to have your opinion? Sorry.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to speak, and I'd really appreciate it if I know people.
Can everyone mute when someone's speaking, not speak over, and let people have their opinion? Yeah, carry on.
I was going to say, I know everybody's emotions are high and everybody's got different opinions, but, I just wanted to speak, and then I'll answer or go or whatever you'd like me to do. No, that's okay. Do you want me to hang on a minute?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
So I completely get different points of view, and I do listen and try and think about that, but I've followed DG for a very long time, and I've seen him grow, and like anybody, he makes mistakes, and I'm not saying that sometimes he doesn't go a bit far. He gets giddy. He is like that. I'm not excusing things. If somebody is offended, they've got the right to be offended, and they've got the right to go to DG and say, actually, that was too much, or block him, or take whatever action they want. But I just want to bring a little bit of balance to these scales that are getting tipped, and things can be said in a certain way and perceived in a certain way, and it's not actually the full picture. I'd honestly, Angie, have a look yourself at the clips that everybody's talking about and get your own conclusion. I do think you're actually very fair, and you do stand up for, whatever, whomever side it is, you will say if you don't agree with something. And I do actually respect that, and I'm not blowing smoke up your proverbial. Yeah. But I want to say something.
I have. It's not acceptable what DG has done and said.
No, I understand where you're coming from, but I just want to say this. When DG comes on, he has a persona. He might not go around saying, as Evil Queen does, that she's Evil Queen, and that was her act at that time, but he changes into a different person depending on
And also, you know, he does his granddad and we know all of that, but he is a different persona, obviously, on TikTok to a normal life. Now, I've watched and I'd ask people to go to Bonnie Clip Queen's page and have a look at Canadian Angie and other people sexualising a man.
This again, distraction.
Let me talk.
You're distracting everybody from the topic. No, you're telling people to go and check out clips of me and Canadian Angie, and you're telling Angie to go and look at footage from the holiday. Angie, so this woman is trying to tell you to go and look at the clips from the holiday because I walked out onto the balcony and continued. And just continued, Angie, because I didn't want to.
In your mouth.
Fuck her off if I can't speak. You know what I mean? She can come back if you want.
First.
No, because you're telling people to go and look at clips when I'm trying to explain to Angie. Whether I carried on the holiday, Angie, or not, like, I felt so humiliated when I walked out onto the balcony. Or however I first come into contact with him after the encounter with the man, I didn't know he was he was putting a glass to the wall. He was going 999 because the fella was German, making all noises. He was humping things. It's absolutely shocking. So I didn't know none of this had happened, but I knew as soon as I walked out that he was live, and I thought, shit. So I felt so embarrassed. But yes, I did just continue on, but that's not the point. They're trying to make out like, oh, well, look, she still carries on the holiday. I was in a different country. There was thousands of people watching. I didn't want people to see any type of weakness sort of thing, you know, because anytime that happens, so that's the whole problem is that people are trying to justify the fact that I carried on the holiday, you know what I mean? Like, it's preposterous, ridiculous. I was humiliated. I was embarrassed, you know, and what was I meant to say?
At the end of the day, you're human and you're allowed feelings.
Exactly, and these people keep going, I urge you to go and watch Bonnie clips. They're putting clips up from Evil Queen days when everyone knew it was Evil Queen, whereas that woman who just said, well, DG puts an act on. No, and everyone's making out like these women are foreigners and don't understand a word. They're verbalising. That's why I played the clip and got more tonight as well. But they're actually saying with their own mouth, why are you speaking like this? They're speaking out. That's like a speak out. That's like you could imagine a victim speaking out in the moment saying, why are you doing that? Like, you shouldn't be doing this 11:30. They're speaking perfect English and everyone's making out like, oh, well, they're foreign, they don't know, so it doesn't affect them. No, even the Moroccan woman was saying, I've never heard anything like this on TikTok. You're like, you're going to get me banned and stuff like that. This is inappropriate. People are telling me that you're doing this. So they're speaking plain English and everyone's saying they're foreign, which they're not. So yeah, so just because I carried on a holiday and that, it doesn't mean that it didn't affect me, and it still does now. And do you know
people that say about former bonding,
Angie,
they're still speaking to
I don't want an apology off DG. I just want. I don't want an apology off DG, and I've never asked for it. People just chat shit sometimes accidentally and say things that didn't happen. All I want is it to stop. I don't want him to go on his platform and apologise. Don't want him to take any accountability for me in particular. If you want to hold him accountable for the other women, but me personally, I just want to stop being sexualised, if that's okay. I don't fancy him. And if he's misunderstood, well, let's clear it up now. I've never fancied you. I find it inappropriate. It makes me feel creepy inside. Like, it makes me want to scrub my skin off with a Brillo pad, like with bleach until my skin bleeds. I don't want you. I've never wanted you. Please stop sexualising me. That's all I want, Angie. No apologies. He doesn't have to speak about me or take accountability for me. Leave me out of it, but just leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, he can troll me. He can laugh at me relationships breaking down. He can do anything he wants, but I just don't want to be sexualised. That's it. I don't want his dick. I don't want it to be said. Do you know what I mean? I don't fancy him. I never have done. And it's disgusting. It makes me feel sick. Goodbye.
Thank you. Hey, James. Hey, Tina, you all right?
Hi. Have you anybody seen when DG was on a match with Banter Hub the other day?
No.
Banter Hub.
Can I also say, the person keeps saying biased. I know I saw you in the box. Do you want to jump in? I forgot your name. You're a supporter of DG, so do you want to jump back in? Yeah, carry on, Tina.
Oh, sorry. DG, Banter come on live with his girlfriend, and DG was going, is that a mandem? She's a woman now, let's say, and Banter's very much in love with her, and he was asking him really weird questions. DG was, and saying, "Are you a mandem? Is she a mandem? And what religion are you?" To Bantub. Bantub says, "Why?" He says, "Oh, nothing." And Bantub says, "I'm Sikh." you know, as if he was trying to say it was illegal for Van Tub to go with whoever he wanted. And apparently he's been with her for about a year, and she's lovely.
2 seconds. Ange, could you just mod Smiles? Have you got any mods on this account?
Yeah, no, I've got mods.
Have you got some mods on?
Yeah. She makes a comment on mod, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I see when I go through the FYP. And I couldn't believe, and he was being quite crude, I think, to Bantop. You know what I mean? There's no need for him to be like that. That's all I really wanted to say. I didn't know if you'd heard it.
No, I haven't, no. Have you got the video?
Yeah.
No, that's what me knew about last week. And I try and send them to you and Ziana, and I've sent some on Delusive Angie 1.
Get them resend it, and I'll have a look.
I'll try and resend it because I'm really trying to get to this, and I'm going to get another device so I can learn how to come to you.
All right, then, thank you.
All right, thanks. See you. Bye.
You're taking my job.
No.
No, joking.
I'm not that good.
Always handy to have more than one.
Oh, take care. Bye.
Who's next? I don't see. There's someone in the box, but it's black. Who's that? I just see a black box. Hello.
There's no boxes. I don't know what box you're going on about.
The last person to join
There's
was
Rebecca. Bella, Buffy Slayer, Dawn, Gems, Chills.
Hi, Angie.
Oh, women. Do we have a male that wants to jump in the box and have this?
Hi, Angie. It's just a quick one. I think the problem is, I think DG's completely missing a point. It's not a hate against him. It's not to take down his platform. People have come forward, and he has to realise that what he has done and what he's saying to people is affecting him. Whether he thinks it or not, or is, community does, at the end of the day, he's affecting people. He's sexualising everything all the time. What he needs to do is just take accountability, apologise, and stop doing it.
Exactly that. But he came in twice,
and he's come in non-stop, just absolutely taking him in. Why can he not just see that what he's done has affected people, take their feelings into consideration, apologise, do better, stop doing it? He's a big creator. He should know better. That's all I wanted to say, Angie.
Not only that, but the person that's on the other side of the box that's battling him or whatever, it's not just them that get affected by this. People have viewers. Do you know what I mean? And they're getting affected too, and it's not fair.
Exactly. Let me just kick someone out. Hi, James.
Right, I'll go, Angie, darling. I've got my point over. Thank you for letting me in the box.
I'm not going nowhere.
Yeah,
I'm part of the furniture. I'm not going nowhere,
Unfortunately,
darling.
you are.
No, I'm not.
No. Hello, who's this in the box? Hello. Guys, I invited DG supporters in the box and no one is getting in. So please, by the way, do not say this is a bias live. If you do
Two in, this lady and this lady, they're EQ supporters, Dawn and Winkle. Do you know how to get out the box?
Would you better just kick them and put some other people in there?
Yeah, because they're on.
No, Poppy is putting bias, but yet you don't want to get in the box. If you're a supporter of DG, get in the box. I've said it 10 times. I've also played the videos of EQ yesterday. Today it's about DG. The other day it was about EQ. Okay, and I didn't really have much to say on here. I'm not going to lie. It was just two videos.
There is someone in the chat called Lee Marie. I'm a DG supporter.
Oh, okay. What's her name?
Lee Marie.
Lee Marie. Here we go. There we go. I can't get her in.
Hello.
Hiya.
Hiya. I haven't really got much to say because I don't like, there's so much you can say on something like this. All I would say was, I don't know how to say this. One, I think DG should be allowed to come in and have his say because I feel like you just booted him out and...
Lee Marie, he came in twice and he took the piss, so I kicked him out.
Right, okay, well, I do, when it comes down to stuff like this, I think sometimes people don't look at it from the male side.
If he can be adult about it and, and have his opinion on it and whatever it may be, if he wants to apologise for his behaviour, you can get in the box.
Right.
Can I just say something really quickly before, and then I'm going to just drop down because this is boring as anything, right? A few people there, just listen for a minute, right? And a few people keep saying about how people have come forward and people get affected by what people say on this app. And everyone at the moment is going at Dan for the things he says on the app. Now, I just want to point something out, Angie, to you, and this is no hate towards you. You know, I hope you get all the help you need in your life, in your personal life and stuff, right? But I know many alcoholics, or not alcoholics, but people with family members who are alcoholics, and sit there and watch you in the state you get yourself in. How do you think that affects them?
Right,
Watching,
okay.
they've watched their family. No, let me just finish. They've watched their family suffer, maybe to the point where they're no longer here. And you bring all that back to them every single weekend.
You don't sound good for saying that.
Rebecca, can you mute if your phone keeps ringing? Ian, can I reply to you now? Thank you. First of all, this is not about me. This is about DG, right? Second of all, if people are affected or triggered, they should leave my live. It's completely different.
So then if anyone's affected by DG, leave the live.
Let me speak, right? If people are affected by what I do on my own platform, there's a cross button. They can use it and then block me, okay? And they won't have to see me again, right? Absolutely. Right? But
Absolutely. And that's the same.
What Dan is doing, okay, what he is doing, he is affecting women by, people that feel uncomfortable, okay, and he's being very sexual towards them, okay, and they're very uncomfortable about that, and that's not acceptable. That's not okay. I'm not doing that.
It's the same thing.
I'm having a laugh, doing my own thing.
It's the same. So is he. Everybody's just their own. There's an X button in the top right-hand corner. There's an X. If you don't like what you're watching, you scroll on and move on. It's the same whether you're getting yourself absolutely drunk to obliterate yourself or you're having banter with people. If you don't like what you're watching, scroll on.
Okay, how can you say the same thing, Ian, right? When these women don't know who Dan is, right? He has 2K, he's a big live streamer on here, okay? And they don't know anything about him, and he's coming out with what he's coming out with, making them feel comfortable. Should they have to leave? Should they have to leave?
If you watch, do you know instead of what?
Interrupting me now. Should they have to leave? No, they're going to tell him about himself, and say, that's not okay. You're making me feel uncomfortable. This is a 13+ app. Why are you saying all this to me? So, a couple of the women did drop because of his behaviour. But it's completely different to me enjoying myself, having a dance, having a drink. If that affects you, that affects you. Then in that case, you're talking about alcoholics. You must find it quite triggering walking past a pub. I suppose you never go into a pub, and see someone that's drunk.
Some people don't. Some people don't. Some people prefer. Some people
don't. Then okay, some people exactly. Some people don't. Some people don't go to the pub because it affects them. Then don't come on my live then.
And Andy doesn't go around inviting random people, and then
he's speaking to randoms.
At the end of the day, right? It's every single creator on this app has different platforms. They do different things. For him, is always been banter. Always. And if you watch the whole context of everything that goes on with these people, it's not just he goes live with them and then instantly he's like crude. It's just part of the thing. And then when he realizes it's too much or whatever, he'll go, I have to be careful here. I have to watch what I say there. He's always watching to see how far he can go with people. That's just how it is. You're looking at little snippets, little clips of things, like little tiny bits, and the reason why it's set out like that is because it is all about the hate of it. Do you know what I mean? It's all about making him look bad. If you took the time to sit there and watch an entire clip from the minute that person joins the battle to the end of it, you wouldn't have the same opinion.
Okay,
because all you're looking at is the little clips that have been, and that's easy done. You could make you look absolutely shocking by clipping you down with the little things that are said.
I get what you're saying, but however, it has come out of his mouth. He has said it. How is that an edit? What he's saying with a woman that is saying, you're making me feel uncomfortable.
Have you heard some of the things that come out of people's mouths on this app?
Oh
really?
My God.
Are you actually joking me? Do you know what I mean?
Ian, there's a huge difference between what other people say, and yes, people come out with shit. They've said this, it might affect you.
It's like talking to a brick wall. Carry on with yourself.
And actually very sexual to someone they do not know. That's probably in another country that don't speak English.
Oh, mate, you're chatting shit.
Exactly. What about the people
he's missing the point.
Countries that don't understand what the hell's going
on? Can someone explain? Hi, Angie. Oh, he's making me mad.
Okay, can you hear?
Hi,
Angie.
Hi.
Oh, where did Ian go?
He jumped out.
Ian, I just wanted to say about Ian, who comes up here and starts degrading women. Aren't you the one who said in my live that someone looked like your sister, but you would still slide into their DMs? Ian also was going around the app chasing Corey, saying he was going to go after Corey and basically BURN him down. You're just like DG, you're going after women. You have a partner, Ian. Why'd you jump down?
Yeah.
And here you're talking about.
You want to jump back in?
Come back in, Ian. Let's have a discussion about how you try to pick up women and say disgusting things. You're just like the guy that you follow, aren't you? Are you his mod? I'm not sure if he's his mod. I'm not quite sure on that, Ian.
There's, you know what, Angie, there's a huge difference to what I do and have, I like to have a bit, have a drink, but I'm not harming anyone. I'm not targeting anyone. If you're uncomfortable, triggered, there's, you'll exit, but I'm not doing random battles and being sexual.
Exactly. Ian's just like him. Ian's been in my lives many a times. He got a free sub and he had a mini heart attack about it because I'm not coming back in here. What would happen if, people saw that I was sub to you? It was a gifted sub and he had a meltdown over it. He also comes in the live trying to pick up women. He's been in my DMs. He also said another girl looked like his sister, but he'd still slide into her DMs. So he's no better than the person that he's still.
Angie, I have DG in the box. Are you comfortable with him being here?
I don't.
Is it blurry? Is it blurry?
Oh, here we go.
Afternoon.
Yes.
Hey, do you know if any of these women message me saying that they felt uncomfortable, right? Then they'd get an apology. But do you know what the mad thing is? You're all sat here being spokespeople for someone who not one of these people has messaged me, not one. And
they said it to you on their platform and said, why are you saying that? One of the girls said, why are you saying that? This is a 13+ app. I feel uncomfortable. She didn't say it in those words, but she said.
So she didn't say it in them words. So she didn't say it in them words.
She said to you she doesn't like it.
So she didn't say it in them words.
She said she did not like it. Why are you talking to me like this?
Yeah, and what about all the women that's in her broadcast watching it, listening to you degrade women? What about those women and the men that are in the comment sections that are on the other side? What about them people that have got to sit and listen to it?
And why would someone message the person that was degrading them on a fucking live and say, can you please say sorry?
The woman can leave the live.
You can also choose not to speak to women like that too, right?
Well,
but you made the choice to do it. Do you want to make babies? Do you want to let
the choice to do it? And I'll continue to make the choice to do it.
But once you've said it, you said it, DG.
You're going to be run off the app. You're going to be run off this app, DG. You can sit there and be off. Don't laugh it up.
Little Canadian Angie's running me off the app.
Listen to you. You're so egotistical. Oh, that's funny, egotistical. Your ego
that is funny.
Big. You're so egotistical that it's
tell us some more jokes, Angie. You're the
embarrassing. You're embarrassing. You're so egotistical, and you think that you run the app. You can treat people the way you just You think you can treat women the way that you do, and you don't know when those women get off battling you, how they're feeling. You don't know how you're affecting them, but you're sitting there laughing. That just shows what type of human being you are. Like, do better, honestly. Do better. Sit there and fucking laugh. You're a fucking terrible person.
I'm going to be run off the app. That was the funniest one I've ever heard in my life.
The only thing that bothers you is someone saying you're going to get run off the app. Instead of sitting down and looking at your action and actually putting out an apologetic video, not saying I'll keep doing what I'm doing. Honestly, you're disgusting. You're disgusting. You cannot go out on the street, DG. Go out on your street. Go out in your neighborhood and go talk to a woman like that because you're going to get the shit kicked out of you. Go do it in real life. Go do it in real life, DG, and see how smart you are then.
I don't want
to. Go do it then.
I don't want to pull a woman.
Angie, hello to both Angies. Basically, the stuff that he's doing now is actually illegal. So I'll just make it very clear. He's done it twice now where he's recorded and asked for people's images and videos without consent. So it's actually gone beyond like banter, like apologies are out of the window. What you've done is illegal, DG. It goes past the perimeters of TikTok. Just remember that. What you've said on live, asking for images, asking for videos, watching people have a bit of nookie and recording it, that's all illegal.
Hey?
No consent. Which part of that do you not understand?
I just realised who it is.
You've done it to 2 people already. 2 people that I know of.
Big up, DG.
Keep running your mouth, DG. Keep saying this shit on live, because essentially you are committing crimes. What you are doing right now. I'm not even emphasizing. You are actually committing crimes by asking for images and videos and recording people having nookie and posting it all over live.
Sweetie, sorry to interrupt you, but why did you try to silence Sophie? Delusive, you have the.
Mate, she has nothing. Mate,
yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Team DG. Big up, DG.
Don, go eat your breakfast or lunch or something. Put some food in your mouth.
So basically, DG has put, I've got, can I read this, yeah?
Yeah?
I've got the proof you dodging the question of me and you getting in a ring. This is to Levi, by the way. And I swear I'm going police tomorrow if she gets in that box and starts slating me. I'm not usually like that, as you probably know. I've got better things to be doing, but treat me like a CUNT. I won't say the whole word. I'll bang you and go to the police about your bird. Fact.
So why did you try to silence Sophie from getting in those boxes?
Yeah, well, let me explain them without having to listen to your bad breath yapping on.
Get the fuck out.
Obviously, she's saying she's jumping in the box. Like, look how many. Right, I've had a few relationships, yeah, and look at the women who I've had relationships with. As any one of them? No, because they are women. They are women, not little girls, not little clout chasers.
You probably threaten them. You probably threaten them.
Can you let me finish?
You cheated on them, though, DG. You cheated on them. Let's not forget that.
Oh my God, you can't.
Big up, DG.
Don, can we kick Don out of the box or shut
her up? Big up, DG. Canadian
guys, no, if you're going to talk over people, you're going to get kicked. Please don't do it.
No, okay.
I can't get her out. Sorry. Yeah, carry on.
Not one of the women who bearing in mind, you know, if we're not together anymore, has jumped up and said anything bad. Do you know why? Because they have been in my life and know me, say, whereas in the women who are quite willing to jump up in a box and start saying this, that and the other don't know me. It was maybe a one night thing or whatever it, you know, maybe or whatever. And then now they're on the app trying to gain clout from it. So that's what it is. Look, Sophie Bay will do anything for a view in a room. Honestly, she's been doing it since the start. I'm whatever that fella's am thingy's missus and all that. Mate, you never seen him once. There's no way she was deluded into thinking that he was with her, mate. He probably just said that so he could go and maybe dump one in her every now and then.
That didn't even make any sense.
Yeah, half of the stuff you say doesn't. You're a bit like.
Yeah, you know what, DG? You had no right to threaten her from not going in those boxes. Whether you had a one night stand.
She had no right to share my fucking nude, you weirdo.
Oh, you shouldn't have taken the nudes. Let her take them in the first place, creep.
It wasn't a nude, though.
Hey, well, yeah, if you want to say that then, I've got about 10 of her that she sent me, mate, when I didn't even message her back. I didn't even message her back and she sent me about 10, the little weirdo. So how about that? How about I start sharing them, though, because I'm a grown-ass man.
Can I ask you a question? Is it considered revenge corner if you're in your boxes? Because I don't know if it's the same. I mean, I could be wrong, but you were in your boxes, so I don't know if it's the same.
She sent, right, I don't care what you say, right? You'll never see me inbox anyone. She inboxed me, she initiated it, she sent me the first fucking thingy. So don't sit there and make out I'm some sort of weirdo, mate. You won't get me ever just going around sending some, like, my fucking tallywhacker pick about.
Delusive, can I just say that Sophie was on OF, so he could have gotten the pictures himself. I don't believe anything this guy says at all. At all. She was on OnlyFans before. He could have acquired the pictures himself.
Well, considering I've got messages as well and the screen recorder, just in case you try to change anything.
But you still had no right to tell
I've got a screen record of our messages.
That's fine. You could have a screen recording, DG, but you had no right to threaten her not to get in a box.
No, I do what the fuck I want.
Absolutely.
You don't control me. You don't control me.
Runs the app. DG runs the app.
Yeah, that's the one. Hashtag DG runs the app in the chat.
I'm actually quite surprised though, Angie. So many women support DG after everything he's said, to be honest.
Yeah, because they know me. The women know me. the scruffy twats who just like thingy, they just, who don't get attention from me, they're the ones who are crying about it.
Oh, wow. Yes, all the women are thirsty for you.
No. I meant,
Yeah.
I didn't mean like that. I mean, well, it doesn't matter actually. I was going to say something then, Angie, but fuck me, you would have cried your eyes out.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Go ahead and say it. Go, do it.
No, I'm alright.
Do it. I dare you. I double dare you. Do it.
Don't gift me in this box. Fucking hell, you're getting this to Ginger paid.
Gift him a uni.
Don't gift me in this box. Don't send me a fucking rose.
Come on, a uni.
No.
At the end of the day, like you've been called out, the way you treat women is absolutely terrible. Don't assume every woman on this planet wants a piece of you, because...
Okay. No, I know they don't. Trust me, I'm far from it, but...
Then change your ways.
Can I just say something? Stop being a spokesman for people who don't give a fuck.
I'm not being a spokesman. I'm saying you're a disgusting, vile human being who treats women like shit. You degrade women.
Yeah.
You fucking are sexual towards women, and you need to fucking stop. You need to stop.
And I won't be.
Can I say something?
And I won't be, so tell the
Do you
police.
not think you should take accountability, DG, or you're just saying I don't really give a shit?
If one of them asks, if one of them ladies said I should apologise, or if one of them ladies messaged me and said I felt uncomfortable after this, I did this or whatever, then yeah, I would. But not when you've got a load of fucking women who don't give a fuck. They're just trying to push it.
DG, they did give a fuck. Do you want me to play this video again? They was telling you.
Hey, Angie, do you want me to play this for you again? You know, if I was on the phone giving you shit, would you hang up?
Oh, it's not the point. Yeah, but you've already said it. You've already made her feel uncomfortable.
You're a fucking grown woman.
She's already feeling that
way. You're a grown woman, mate. If you're fucking offended, fucking press the X button. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but DJ, it's not the same. It's not the same. Is he okay? That's like, okay, let me ask you a question,
It's not
DG.
that hard, is it?
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you're outside and you said that to a woman, what she's meant to walk away, 100%. But what you should be saying to her in the first place.
You can all sit and run your narrative,
What's the difference?
and push whatever you want to push, but I won't be changing, right? I won't be apologising, and I won't be responding any further to this. You can sit here and talk amongst yourselves, because you won't be getting anything.
This man is not getting it. He's not getting it. You've already, listen, can I just say something? You already made her feel uncomfortable, yeah, before she even pressed the X button. So she's pressed the X button. You've already made her feel that way, because you've already said whatever you've said to her. If you're outside, right, and you said that to a woman, yeah, okay, she can walk away. But you shouldn't be saying that to her in the first place. You shouldn't be talking to women like that. It's not okay. It's unacceptable, whether it's outside, in a job. If you're outside, if you're in a job, right, workplace, you'd be fired. Yeah, she can walk away, right? So what's the difference?
Fire me.
Wow, look at the ego. Look, that ego in him. He's just...
Oh, it's lovely, Angie.
It's the same. What's the difference between it being in a work job?
I love that. I love that.
Job,
I love that. I've got the wrong ends of the app affected majorly.
DG, let me ask you, is this your job? This is your job, right? If you were in a workplace, stop saying in the comments, right? If this was his workplace, he would have got fired.
Yeah.
What's the difference? Because it's on social media?
Go tell the communion then, or whatever the fucking thing.
He doesn't care, Angie. His ego's so fucking big right now because he bought a house on his gifter's money that he doesn't give a shit what anyone
part
has to say.
of that money was from you fucking scruffy cunt. Hey, that's mad.
Dickhead.
That's mad.
That was years ago, dickhead.
Part
And
of
don't fucking think
part
you're
of that money was you
body.
fucking donut.
You're a fucking... Oh my
Hey,
God.
the same woman who's just said I bought a house on gifter's money. It was partially she was the one who gifted me the fucking toad. What an absolute idiot! What an idiot!
And if I would have gifted you back a year and a half ago, it was because you were a different person.
Yeah,
Would I gift
that's before you knew what you was on.
Nah.
Definitely not. But apparently,
What an
little
absolute...
Bonnie.
What a comment that was. What a comment that was.
You were a better person. You were a better person a year and a half ago. Your ego's gotten so big, DG. It's gotten so big.
Yeah,
and you think you can treat people the way you treat them because you think you are the greatest thing fucking on this app.
And that's
I'm
look
going to tell you
at how
something
affected
right
I've got
now. You can sit in these boxes, DG, 1 second. You can sit in these boxes and say, I'm going to keep doing it. I don't care, this and that. But remember, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes and how to get you off this app. So you can sit there, you've got your connections to TikTok and you've got this and that, but you're in for a big surprise, buddy. Big surprise.
I'm definitely
you definitely are. Don't think you're protected by TikTok. Shut the fuck up.
DG, can I ask you a question, please? It's no hate. You have a daughter. Obviously, we've all seen her. She's lovely. When your daughter is older and she comes to you and tells you that she's felt very uncomfortable because a guy has said all this sexual stuff to her, what are you going to do about it?
Online. On a live stream.
In any aspect, what are you going to do?
Let's have it in the same. Let's not say.
Go on then, online. She's come online on TikTok and she went live with some random guy, what I think was right, and he spoke the way you did. And she's really uncomfortable, really upset. What are you going to do?
I'd say, did you put your big girl pants on and press the X button? Oh, you did.
You're missing the point.
Big girl, well done. And did you get offended, sweetheart? Nah, because I'm fucking.
Can I ask you a question, Gigi? Can I ask you a question? So, if you were at work, it wasn't on TikTok, right? And you were in a workplace. If your answer to leave a job.
We're not in a workplace. We're on TikTok.
But this is your job, Gigi. There's no difference. There's no difference.
There is a difference because we're not in a fucking workplace.
There's no use TikTok as a job.
Stop saying ifs. That doesn't.
You use it as a job.
How things get changed. It's when people say if this happened, that didn't fucking happen. So that's why.
It's the same thing. This is where you make your income. This is your job.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm not in a workplace. Do you get employment? Do you get employment? Do you get holidays? Do you get fucking sick pay? No. However you're supported, mate.
He's not going to. That doesn't matter. Forget about it. He doesn't. His brain can't compute.
I tell you what, I'm a lot more clever than you, who sits on a couch all day. You scruff.
Oh, fuck off.
Can I ask you a question then, DG? People do get arrested for malicious communications, harassment, all various things on social media. So if
tell the police.
If it's just social media, how are people getting arrested because of TikTok? Then it's the same.
So tell the police then. Oh no, you can't.
I'm just.
DG, do you pay taxes on your income that you make on TikTok?
Yeah.
Then it's a job, is it not? You're being taxed for your income.
Yes, but it's not a workplace, you fool.
But it's still like it's still
it's not. Do I have an employer? Who can sack me? No.
You're laughable.
Angie, if this was an income, let's be honest,
Could you drink at work?
If you drink at the workplace, we'd all would have been sacked. You would have, I would have, we all would have been sacked.
Yeah, but we're not talking about that, man.
Oh, you were. No, you were. That's exactly what you just said. You just said, oh, if we were in a workplace, but it's mad. Oh, this is what I'm saying. I have an answer for everything you say. You're trying to say, if this happened and if this happened, that didn't happen. You saw a couple of clips. I was rude.
Okay, but why should they exit the live? Why should they have to exit the live?
Because they're grown-ass women. If they don't like it, fuck off. That's simple.
DG,
how about you don't talk to women like that and you fuck off? How about that?
Do something about it. I'm going nowhere.
DG, do you not realise before they've even done that quash, you've already offended them? Because when it comes straight out of your mouth when you've gone live to them.
They're already affected.
Yeah.
So they're already affected before they get a chance to do that cross. You've already offended them the second you've come on, made a comment about their breast or whatever. So they're already offended before they've ended that live. Can you not see that?
You know what? Can I just say?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, and then, as I say, I'm sure she's a big girl. Like you just asked, how my daughter would deal with it, and how my daughter's going to be hopefully brought up is, oh, he said I've got a big. Come on, you're not offended. What? Because someone said you got a fucking like. This is embarrassing what you are clutching at. You know that, don't
but DJ, can I also just say something? Can I just say something? You keep saying it's just an app, it's social media. So what? You're a piece of shit.
Yeah, well, there you go. If you don't like it, don't watch me.
Women, it's inappropriate, whether it's outside off TikTok or on TikTok. You're still. It doesn't matter. People keep saying it's just an app. It's not. You're affecting people. People are feeling uncomfortable because of what you're saying to them. If you're like that on TikTok, I bet you're like that off TikTok.
Yep.
Well, you asked the women in my life and stuff. Then
what women? What fucking women? Get off yourself, man. What women? LK. What women?
Said he's got gal.
LK who dumped
you have not got gal, bro. You got little dorks like fucking Jolie, mate.
What women?
You got Jolie swinging around your fucking ankles, darling. Dusty little fucking Jolie, mate.
Fuck over yourself.
Jolie get choked out.
Can you just mute them a sec? You just mute them a sec.
Jolie get choked out, darling. Dusty little sket.
Yeah, well,
now say what you want to say. She's a little sket, bro.
Okay. Because I say, I don't need to come on and...
swinging off the rafters, darling.
She repeats herself 10 times. She's got no vocabulary. That's why she has to repeat herself.
You said in here, DG, you came up...
you dog.
Gems, hold on.
No.
You came on Delusive... Gems, hold on. What you did in here, DG, is also disgusting. You came onto Delusive's platform and started calling her a drunk and that.
So you said what women?
Her away from what you do. What Angie does, if she has a drink, she's not affecting anyone. She's not affecting anyone. What you do is disgusting. Degrading women, and then you come on her platform and start calling her out saying, oh, but what about you when you're drunk? You can't take the attention away from what you've done. And I think you're...
I've not done anything, that's why. I've not done anything.
You need to not be egotistical, and you need to apologize.
You need to stop telling me what to do, because you're not my mum.
I'm just saying, if you were any type of a man,
sweat in a box.
If you were any type of a fucking man, you go at me all you want. I don't give a shit what you say. I got more money than you. Bigger. I didn't get my money, my house off the back of my gifters. I actually worked for my money. You've got nothing. You have to sit there day in and day out, degrading women, thinking you're funny, you're fucking whatever. I'm not even going to say it. I actually work. I've got more than you do, more than you ever will. Because when your gifters drop you, you've got nothing. What are you going to put on your application? I was a TikToker with an egotistical personality that degraded women. I'm looking to get a job.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Go back to decorating, man. You probably can't even fucking do that properly.
I'll just say, listen, luckily I'm a smart man.
Nobody gives a shit. We've listened enough to your bullshit.
Luckily I'm a smart man.
You had a woman in my box crying because she said to you what you yourself said online. You said it. You did a whole live on why you and Liz broke up. You did it. I said TikTok. You said it yourself on a live. You did a whole live on why your relationship broke down, right? So that woman that you made her cry was only stating what she had said.
Right.
She didn't pull it out of her ass. She said your family broke up because you didn't spend enough time, blah, blah, blah. So then what you did is you took her profile picture, you enlarged it and told her to get on a treadmill and go eat some more cake.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you say she had no right to say what she did, you yourself put it on the platform.
No, that woman.
You did. Yes, you did. I was there. You sat in your garden.
Listen, once you've spoken...
Hold on, but you're not letting me finish.
Let me answer the question. You've just repeated the same thing. You just repeated it and then went on to it again.
Answer it again. Answer it again, tough guy.
Okay, so the lady came in and said, I chose TikTok over my wife and kid, right? So then when somebody says a comment like that, right, this woman in the comments who I've never seen before, I pulled up a profile picture and said, who are you talking to, Chubster? Jump on the fucking treadmill and empty your mouthful of the cake. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me this then. How does her...
said something to me first. I do not attack somebody unless they come... let me finish. Like I did with you. I do not attack somebody randomly. I don't just go around picking up people's profile pictures and go, hey, listen, this, that and the other. I attack people back who attack me. That's it.
Liar. You did the fucking... When you were with LK, you went into EQ's Discord. Then you went into the people that were chatting about you in the Discord. You went into their fucking Instagram, took out their pictures. Oh, look at you. Oh, look at that hair.
After they were saying all that stuff about LK, who was sat next to me, who was first time being a live streamer with Evil Queen's rats, sat there all degrading her. Women supporting women. You know, the women supporting women all sat in a thing saying she's a...
You want to go back to LK. Did LK not have a fucking mouth for herself to speak?
Mate, first time doing a live and she's on with thousands and thousands of people and with EQ, mate. Let me finish.
She's a grown-ass woman, right? Like you just said, grown-ass woman, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
But luckily she's got friends like me. Luckily she's got friends like me. So
friends like you? Oh my God. Oh my God.
I would protect the people around me. Then people who were saying something pissed me off because they were saying this stuff in the chat. And then got a taste of their own medicine. They got a taste of their own medicine. I brought the profile picture up and I showed them exactly what for.
Can I talk now? People were having their own opinion in a Discord that you chose to go into, go look at their opinion. It's their opinion. They're entitled to it. Then you chose to pick out certain women that said anything, and you went into their Instagram and started cutting them up to shit, DG.
Yeah.
It was fucking wrong. So
let me respond to that. Let me respond to it. You just said... No, because you go on too far, and you go on too far, and then you make another point.
I'm pointing out one thing. You said that those women that you may feel uncomfortable when you're doing what you do, they could just click off and go and just say nothing, or they could stick up for themselves. So what made you feel that you could go and degrade those women from the fucking EQ's Discord when LK should have spoke up for herself? Correct? She didn't need you to talk. She's a grown-ass woman.
So
when
what
you
happened?
sit there and you say,
You know what I mean? It goes round and round in circles. It goes round and round in circles. You've just said the exact same thing, and you don't let me answer a question. What you say is you say it, and then you try and dissect it. It gets fucking boring. Say what your point is, and then let me answer the question.
Answer the question.
That's what I mean. I forget now because you fucking got on that far.
That's because you're two fucking brain cells can't fucking connect. Your two little brain cells are twirling around in there, and they can't find each
That's what I'm saying.
Angie, what was the question?
Is it? It's not a question. She goes on for 10 minutes and expects me to answer it.
I asked you. Okay,
I fell asleep by then, Angie. You've got to fuck on.
Can I just say 1 minute because I've got to go?
No, one second, please. They need to get this out, man.
Right. So she said, yeah. Why did I go in her Discord, right? When I see, that's what I mean. I can't remember how you said it. Start again and just say the first bit, Canadian Angie. Just the question, okay? Not dissecting it and trying to push a narrative.
I know it's too much for your two brain cells to come together.
Too much mine as well, Angie. I don't know.
Corey, be quiet.
How dare you?
You took it upon yourself, DG, to go into EQ's Discord.
Yeah.
And look at the comments that were being written, and then you took it upon yourself to pick out certain people, go into their Instagram, take out their pictures, and start berating them because apparently they were talking about LK. Why couldn't LK have addressed it herself just the same way that you're saying that those women can click the X or they can come to you for an apology? Why couldn't LK have addressed the comments herself? And why did you feel you had to jump in and berate those women to like shit?
Because when a group of women sit in a Discord slating LK, and someone's told her about it and she's feeling shit in herself, yeah? I went in, and these exact same women who were sitting there saying, women supporting women at the top, and they were sat there slating her, saying, fake, she's got fake this, fake that, she's this, she's that. Mate, my turn. Let's embarrass you. You're doing it in front of hundreds of people, in front of EQ's Discord, yeah? Then why the fuck am I not going to come back live while I'm on my live, embarrass them bitches for doing the exact same thing, mate? That's it. If you treat people that way, you deserve to be treated that way. And that, I've always said that. Listen, if you treat me with respect, and the same with you, I'll treat them with respect. I'm probably the most easy person to get on with. When you are a cunt, I will treat you like a cunt. So don't be a bitch in a Discord in front of hundreds of people degrading LK, and then not expect to get, just because I've got a bit more sort of a page that I can show it on. Then they shit themselves. That's the thing with you, Angie. You forget about where the base started and go, how dare you do this? Don't be a bitch and you won't get treated like one. That is literally it.
Okay, DG, what about your Discord trashing Evil Queen to pieces? Did anyone come after anyone for that?
I don't. When was this? Actually, I think you'll find. When was this?
I was in around the same time of the trip when they were trashing.
So she could have done something. She could have done something about it.
What could she have done about it? Was she going to come and do what you did and go degrade those women? She didn't.
There you go then. No, because obviously she hasn't got she didn't give a shit.
Did any one of her followers in the Discord that saw what your people were saying, did any one of them jump up and come after you? And no, they didn't.
No, because that's what I'm saying, because they don't give a shit.
DG, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I'm I've watched you for a while. Obviously, there's some things I don't always agree with, just like everybody else. But why everyone's going on about LK and that, this is a direct question to you. Has anybody ever asked LK how she felt about the fact that Evil Queen outed that you two had done a video in the bedroom? Because maybe she didn't feel right. Maybe she didn't like that, and EQ made it aware to thousands of people online.
Lee Marie, where are you reaching to? Where are you reaching to when DG was the one letting us hear?
You're going on and on and on about
between someone saying it and actually hearing it.
Hold on a second. Let's not. She's going to an LK video or whatever she's talking about with DG. What about when DG is recording Evil Queen having smacks with a guy? Where did he get the right to do that?
There's a huge difference between someone saying this is the and actually us people recording it.
We're going on about the fact that all these women have felt uncomfortable. Not one person has mentioned how LK might have felt in that scenario. Just because it was to do with DG doesn't mean they needed to out it. She's an innocent person who doesn't go online. She only just started coming online. Maybe she didn't want that online and nobody asked her.
Okay, so then shouldn't that apply to the women that he's harassing when he's doing his battles?
Harassing?
Yeah, you're harassing them.
As I just said, there's certain things I don't agree with that DG does.
But you're sitting here talking about LK's video. I never saw a video. Did you see a video, Lee Marie? I didn't. Did you?
No, I didn't. You're going on about him going into people's discords and calling women and stuff. And how they would have felt, but no one's questioning how LK felt in that scenario.
You're making no sense. Where's the video?
No, she came out on live. She came out on live and said that I'd done a video with LK or something.
Okay, great. And you were recording her having sex with some guy. So whatever. Lee Marie, I'm asking.
Hang on a minute. Let me finish that. Hang on. No, this is what I'm saying. You just made an accusation.
I'm not talking to you.
You've just made an accusation against me, so you are talking to me.
But I'm talking to you. You don't need to speak to me in that tone of voice. I asked a genuine question.
I'm asking you where, even though Evil Queen said about a video,
there is no video, but I'm saying to you, just like you have with everybody else.
No video.
What about everybody else's feelings? You're going on about all these other girls' feelings. What about LK's feelings?
Feelings. What about listening to someone having sex and laughing through the wall?
Yeah, well, I'm not being funny or nothing, but it was okay for Evil Queen to be on her live and DG's live in the club, absolutely snogging that guy's face off and everything else. She was comfortable with that.
Lee Marie, I can see why you follow DG now. I have nothing else to say. I can see why you follow him.
Can I ask you, Leanne? Sorry, what was your last? One second, Leanne. What was your last comment then? She was happy to work snogging who?
She was on live on both hers and DG's with that German guy in the club, absolutely necking his face and everything. EQ. She wasn't uncomfortable with that.
EQ, yeah. Right, let me tell you something, right? EQ can do whatever she wants. If she wants to snog a man on TikTok, on live, one sec, Leanne, she's allowed to snog whoever she wants, right? But does not give someone else the right to go and record her having sex. If she wants to record her having sex, that's up to her. Wait a minute, if she wants to record someone's her snogging someone, that's up to her. That's her body. That's her. You know what I mean? What are you talking about?
Yes, no, I understand
the right to do it, to record it.
I understand that, but don't get me wrong, DG should have said to her, "Are you okay with it being on?" Fair enough. He should have got that confirmation from her.
What do you think?
Listen, I was in a hotel room.
Do you think Dan should have gone in there while she's having sex and knock at the door and say, "Do you mind if I script?"
Wow.
Hey, listen, I was in a hotel room.
Yeah, like my husband's just said, if you can hear me in the next room, it's made public in any case.
I think Lee Marie's got the same brain capacity as DG. 2 cells that ain't working.
Oh, Angie, all you ever do
fucking decibels.
Everybody.
I know.
Yeah, I can see why you follow him. I can see the connection. Because you just make no sense at all. So you're talking about the Evil Queen. Listen.
Neither do you, sweetheart, to be honest.
You get people in the live.
Lee Marie, this is what you're saying.
If I was the supporter of EQ, you wouldn't have anything like this to say to me.
I would. This is what you're putting out there. This is what you're putting out there. So, LK.
Wow. Just because I've come in and I've said I am supporter of DG,
you said nothing.
You're straight up going on at me about it.
You're saying nothing. Yeah. This is what you said. Shouldn't LK have been upset that Evil Queen said that there was a video of her and DG together? This video...
That's not what I said. That's not what I said. I asked DG if anybody has ever thought about the fact or asked how LK felt in that scenario. You said, has anybody ever gone to any of them women and asked how they felt? And I've done exactly the same. Did anybody ask how LK felt? Okay, that's fine.
No one cares about LK.
That's fine. Hold on, James.
No,
That's
it isn't
fine.
you, James.
But what you're not looking at here is there was no video. Nothing ever surfaced about LK. So she may have felt a certain way, but she knew there was no video.
And
What
I think
he
also,
did-
Angie, she's missing the point. I think there's a huge difference between telling people and actually showing people.
That was my point, but it was okay.
No, I understand that, but there's still feelings there, Angie, whether it's a video or not.
But there was no video to show, but yet there was EQ where he was recording it on live and letting people listen to her being intimate with a man. So you tell me who's going to be hurt? LK, because the video did not exist, or Evil Queen, who was being humiliated on his live? Answer me that, Lee Marie. So
everybody's got feelings. I just
But
said.
it wasn't just that. He wasn't just sitting live. He wasn't sitting live next door. He was putting a glass to the wall, making noises. He was humping pillows and everything. So it's not like he was. It's not like you're just over here. He actually went to lengths, and I'll just dig the video up for tonight.
I was what? Did you say humping clothes?
No, you were humping things, the pillows and stuff.
I was humping
You were holding a glass up to the wall at one point. You were pretending to call reception. You were going 999 and all stuff like
You
that.
woke up in the morning and said, "You are one funny cunt."
What am I meant to say in front of an audience of thousands of people? Oh God, actually that's really hurt me feelings. So I get told, oh, it's only banter, blah blah blah. So no, after you saying you felt uncomfortable with Zach, how about I felt uncomfortable being live stream having sex? It wasn't just that it was next door and it was overheard. You brought attention to it. You put glasses to the wall, humped pillows, did the lot, and I'm going to show it all tonight.
Yeah,
And what Brady and Angie's question actually is, because I can break it down in plain English for everybody, is that DG's saying these women could leave if they want to. The big ass women, they're not snowflakes, and nobody needs to defend them here today. So why did he defend LK? She's a grown-ass woman, and if she had a problem with me, she could have said something to me, but you decided to go to all these lengths. So we're defending those women who were vocally saying on those videos to your face that you're out of order. Why are you saying these things? So they had voices to you at the time. It's not about clicking X. You shouldn't be doing these things to people. It's disgusting.
Yeah. You can't say anything. Come on. How are you the spokesperson for this? You don't give a shit. You don't give a flying shit.
I do, because you keep sexualising me too, and I'm going to the police to report you for sexual harassment.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I am, because you keep sexually harassing me. I'm trying to work and do my thing, and you're telling everybody I want your dick and things like that. It's disgusting. So that's why I'm defending these people, because they're telling you too that you just need to stop. You just need to stop sexualising women. Leave women alone. Have you got no more comedy other than degrading women, saying they should be strapped to the ceiling and breastfeed creches and all that because they've got big tits? If they want to have big boobs and they're body confident, who are you to mock it with your big fat nose?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
At the same time as well, I've got the video of her pretty much saying, well, in numerous cases, that she's jealous because I pulled someone else, that she wants DG. Like, so I've got
the fucking day. Get lost.
I have got the video, so it's all good.
Yeah.
So when the police come, I'll go, oh, isn't it mad? I've actually got proof
I've
here.
got a video
And
as well.
calling me fit by the pool, saying he's fit, isn't he? Like, hang on a minute, I felt uncomfortable there. You can just make a saying you're fit by the pool. This sounds shit, and low we're going.
You wouldn't have a leg to stand on. All the videos of what you've said to women and how you treat them.
Are you listening to what we're saying, Angie? I know you're obviously...
Can I just say something? What you're saying, but you could say, "Oh, I've got videos of Evil Queen, and if the police came, blah blah blah." I think what you've been doing to women lately would override anything that Evil Queen.
No, because nothing. No, listen, when the police knock at my door, nothing. I bet you any money, I'll be live. I'll be live continuously. No, not when the police.
You will. You need the money. Yeah, of course.
Well, you won't. You're getting arrested.
So you can get the views.
Also.
No, I mean, I'll be live.
Angie.
You won't see me get arrested, is what I'm saying. I will not be arrested. That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's how confident. That's how confident I am.
Of course. Oh, your ego's so big.
Ad break.
100%.
Confidence.
Coffee break.
I'll tell you what. To be fair, you could do my break, John. Fuck me.
I mean, to be fair, though, I think it's the people that feel uncomfortable to face. Otherwise, there's no case. Do you know what I mean?
Ad break.
I think if people, apart from, I mean, EQ can report it. Yeah, 100%.
Can I just say something?
She feels uncomfortable. She feels
Can I say
uncomfortable.
something? Sorry, Angie. Can I say something?
Yeah.
I'm sitting here watching. Me personally, I just think this is one big hate campaign towards DG. That's just my opinion. Secondly, I think the only one that's lacking a brain cells is Canadian Angie, because you're sitting here defending someone that's
did you 5
absolutely
minutes
everyone on this app. So you're sitting here sticking up. Can I have my say? Can you mute her? Because all she's doing is yapping. So can she be muted? And can I have Can I have my say? And then
do not mute.
One at a time,
You're
please.
sitting here trying to advocate for someone that has degraded every single person on this app. I want to know how much you're getting paid, Canadian Angie, because to be honest, darling, you're sitting here like 1 million backing someone, right? That has degraded absolutely everyone on this app. Mute Gemma, because she's here for the clout.
Get rid of gems, man. Honestly, she's like a child.
Gemma, you're sitting here attacking someone when I'm not being funny, darling. You're defending someone that has degraded every person on this app. So what you're saying is not credible. Everything that you're saying is not credible. From time, you are defending someone that has degraded everyone on here. She was okay when she was on holiday, right, loving it, and she's twisting everything to manipulate. So yeah, that's my opinion, Canadian Angie. You're sitting here defending someone that has degraded every single community, and you're sitting there to advocate for her. Respect.
Can I speak now? Can I speak now? Is it okay to
someone speak?
Okay, so you hopped into the box because you're totally like a wipeout on this app.
And you're in Canada. You're
not letting me speak.
You're in Canada.
You're not letting me speak. I'm in Canada, but you're sitting on an international app. If I come and gift you, let me speak. Shut your mouth for a second. If I come and gift you, is my money any different than UK money? No, you gladly accept the gift. So when people say you're in Canada, stop it. You're on an international app. It just shows how dumb your fucking speech actually is.
So what I'm saying is, you're coming on here defending someone.
You spoke, right? Let me speak. You sat in your live trying to get my attention. She's got 5 minutes to get into my box. Who the fuck are you? You're the person that fucking sat there and mocked a woman.
All right, okay, lies without any proof. Without any proof, there's no evidence.
You have no moral ground.
You have no moral ground. You're coming on here talking about being credible when you're defending someone that has disrespected every single community on this app. It makes no sense, darling.
One at a time.
It really makes no sense.
Mama cares. Can we just let Angie speak and then you can
She's slandering me, Angie, without no evidence.
I know, but please just let her reply because no one can hear.
This is coming from a person who fucking sat there with her mods putting a kitchen utensil to her neck, trying to get gifters, totally destroyed a woman who was dying with cancer. You want to sit here now and go after Evil Queen? Are you fucking joking?
Putting a kitchen utensil in my neck. Well, that's a complete lie. That's a complete lie, Angie.
So you sitting here representing women,
No, I'm not sitting here representing anything. I'm coming on here saying...
representing women. You're going to sit here and say that what you think, that what DG does is right? So you think...
Angie, she's just running with it because I'm going to shut her down with everything she said. So can we mute her now? Can I have my...
You're not shutting anyone down,
You're sitting in Canada, darling. You're the only freak. You're sitting there as someone's minion, gifting someone that has no respect for you. You're just seen as a gifter, darling.
That's what it's all about.
You got shut down by CLA and you ran to Evil Queen. I've got the messages.
I didn't run to anyone.
I have got the messages of you messaging me, okay, talking about how you don't like Evil Queen and now she's ruined CLA's life. I'll put the messages up for you. I've kept quiet on it. All right, and then you run to Evil Queen. You're sitting here as someone's minion doing her dirty work. That has no respect for you. Okay, darling. You're coming at DG and she loved it when she was on that holiday. She thought it was all a big joke and a laugh. Yes, she did. We all saw it, darling. We all saw it. Every one of us saw it. Thousands of people that were watching. Angie, what you're doing today, my sweetheart, right? And you know I tell you how it is, right? You're being here as one puppet, darling, and you're sat here today doing her dirty work for her. Yeah, you are.
I don't do anything.
Dirty work, Angie.
One sec, can I just mute everybody, please? Because, one sec. First of all, right, I spoke on EQ the other day, and now I'm speaking on DG today, okay? I'm not a biased platform. I never have been, okay? I've showed all the videos, okay? And I do agree with Canadian Angie on this one. I'm not being biased, but I agree with her. I don't like DG.
My opinion is this.
That's my
Everything
opinion.
that's coming out of Canadian Angie's mouth right now now is not credible for the simple
I'm
fact
not
she's
getting
supposed to.
unis, by the way, guys. No one's sending me unis to have.
No, I'm saying anything she's saying isn't credible because you support Evil Queen, someone that has degraded every single community and person on this app. What you're saying is absolute bullshit, darling.
Yeah, no, exactly.
What you're saying is bullshit. Anything that comes out your mouth is not credible. You do not support women. If she's someone that sits there calling people fat, calling people ugly, mocking every community on this fucking app, and you're sitting there trying to be a spokesperson and say you care about women. You don't care about women because you support Evil Queen. So you have nothing that can be kind of sit on this app and say is credible. That's
And
my
exactly
that's
the
what I
same
want to
thing
say,
with
darling.
EQ.
You're sitting here as
Exactly the
one
same
backup
thing with
dancer.
EQ.
How embarrassing you're someone's backup dancer. Sitting here arguing for Evil Queen that doesn't give two shits about you. How about that one, darling? All right then. So anything that you're saying about you're supporting women, you can't support
Sorry,
women.
Angie,
You support Evil Queen. You support Evil Queen, you can't support women then. This is someone that's mocked autism, mocked every single community that there is left on this fucking app, and you're sitting here saying that you support Evil Queen. Come on, that you support women. Come off it, darling. Big up DG. And you know what? I've had my back and forth with DG. He's made a lot of. I've not always seen eye to eye with DG. And I'm not talking about the things we're saying. I'm talking about Canadian Angie sitting in this box saying she supports women when you support someone that degrades every single person on this app, including myself, including the trans community, including the disabled community. So what you're talking is absolute shit. The only one that's missing brain cells, darling, isn't DG or anyone else, it's you. Goodbye.
Literally, that's exactly it. Not one of them actually care. Not one of them actually care, mate. They just care about. You hear it in Angie's voice. She wants to try and bring me down. And it's not going to happen, unfortunately, for you, sweetheart. I'll be on TikTok longer than you will.
Just because Mama Kaz, the cross-dresser, who's not trans anything, decided to come in and 100%.
You had a massive go at me, Angie, for calling her Papa Kaz.
Stop it. Tell me, prove to me that she's doing the
look at this.
You had a massive
The
go
way
at me
you
for calling
treat
her Papa
people.
Kaz.
She's not transitioning
The
into
way
anything.
you treat people is wow.
No, I'm being honest. Show me where she's transitioning. That's a whole different subject. You show me where you can wow all you want. It's the truth.
Wow. The way
Angie,
if you'd have said that to her, she'd have been.
She dropped. I would have said it to her.
One second, Canadian Angie, you don't actually have to transition to be identified as a trans woman. You don't have to actually have the surgery or have that.
When you're putting the trans to it, that is transitioning into becoming a woman.
Yeah.
And as far as I've seen in the past 3 years and all the money she's collected for the transition, it hasn't happened. So there's no transitioning at this point.
Legally, she is though translated for female. But
where is she
You have just proved
transitioning?
my point, Canadian Angie, as to why you and what you say is not.
Where are you
credible.
transitioning? Show me where you've done anything to transition. You're not a trans
in front of
woman.
8.7k people. I've not got to prove shit to you
Transitioning
on what I
means
do
that
in my
you're
life and my
transitioning
journey.
to become a
You are a
woman.
transphobe. And that makes exactly my point on what I said. You've
No,
just
I'm not a
transphobically attacked
transphobic
me. You
because
have.
you're not
Angie, you're
trans.
going to allow transphobia on your platform, darling.
Now I'm not another
Are you
question.
going to allow transphobia on your
Angie, can I just ask
platform?
you a question, Mama Kaz? Can you tell me what you identify as a?
I'm a trans woman. I'm a trans woman, and she has no right to sit on here and
Do you
tell me
need to
what I
actually
am.
literally transition to be a female? As in, like, you don't need the surgery, you don't need the
It
treatment.
doesn't matter about needing my surgery or not. I am on my own journey, and if I decide to share that on here, that's up to me. Same way if you decide to share your life on here, it's up
Mama
to you.
Kaz, as I've done a bit of research, and you don't have to have the surgery, you don't have to have hormones, the treatment, you don't have to have any of that to be identified as a
That's another topic, Angie. I'm saying I'm a trans woman, and I am a trans woman. I represent as a trans woman, and she's sitting here saying that I'm a cross-dresser or whatever she just said. So you've just transphobically attacked me, which proves my point,
I didn't
darling.
transphobically attack you.
You just did.
Canadian
You don't know
Angie,
my life, darling. You don't know my life.
Can I just say something? A trans woman. I say a trans woman is just as a woman that lives daily as a woman. That's trans. You don't have to actually literally physically transition. It's just a woman that someone that lives as a female every day. A cross dresser is someone that occasionally dresses as a female, but lives as a male.
Look, Google transitioning.
We've got to explain it to Canadian Angie. She's only got 2 brain cells.
No. I mean, a cross dresser, Canadian Angie, is someone that dresses as a male but lives as a male. I mean, cross dresser is someone that dresses as a female Yeah, but lives as a male. A trans female is someone that lives as a male, a woman.
She's not. When you're putting trans next to her name, where is she transitioning?
And that's got nothing to do with you, darling. I am in the process. I am in the process, and I don't have to prove that to you. Who the fuck are you to sit here and question my gender identity? You're sitting here questioning my gender identity. You have no right to question my gender identity.
You don't have to actually have the
You have no right. You have no right to question my gender identity. And if I wanted to go to the police right now, okay, you have just transphobically attacked me in front of 8,000 people.
I have not transphobically.
You just have.
I was there. I saw it. I was there.
Yes, everybody thought you're not trans.
And you know what? And you know what, Angie? It's fine. I can take it because it just proves my point. You don't know that, Carl. You don't know what I'm doing.
That is the truth.
Are you in my life to know what I'm doing? You're not in my life to know what I'm doing.
You're not a trans woman.
I don't have to explain my gender identity to you.
Can I just ask Canadian Angie a question? Why do you say she's not trans female?
Because she's not doing anything to be transitioning.
To do what though? To do what? What does she need to do to be a trans woman?
Has she gotten on any hormones to transition?
How do you know if I have or not? How do you know that?
Yeah, one second, Mama Kez, please, one second, Mama Kez. You don't actually need hormone treatment to be identified as trans.
Well, of course you do. If you're transitioning
you don't.
If you are Angie, if you're transitioning from a male to a female because you're not feeling right in that body and you have that right.
No, let me tell you, please. Let me tell you. I just said it. Let me tell you one more time, please. A trans woman is someone that lives as a woman. They live as a woman. Okay, that's a trans female. A cross-dresser is someone. A cross-dresser is someone that dresses as a female but lives as a male. Okay, no, Mamaka does not need to have the surgery. She does need not to take hormone treatment. She don't need any of that.
Oh no!
She does need to transition and other aspects. Yes, that's a transition.
Thank you, Angie. Thank you, Angie.
Woman.
I am a trans woman. I am a trans woman because I'm not a cross-dresser and I'm on my own journey. Same way there's many other trans people that are on their own.
I mean, Mama Kaz, is that correct?
You can't correct. That was 100% correct, Angie.
Mama Kaz,
no, you need to get off your high horse, darling. Okay, stop backing someone. You have no morals. You have no morals. You're just degrading in front of 8,000 people. Okay?
From a man, let me finish. If you're transitioning from a man to a woman, then that means that you're taking steps to make that transition.
And how do you know I'm not? Do you know my life? Are you in my life? Are you in my life to know, darling?
In the last 3 years, what have you done on your journey to transition?
And I do not have to explain that to you because you are not in my life. Same way I don't have to question you in your life.
In my eyes, you're not transitioning into anything.
And you are transphobic because
I'm not transphobic at all.
You are.
Not transphobic at all.
Anyway, you've just proven my point anyway. You support people that
prove any point you want.
The exact same. So like I said, you're sitting on here trying to vouch for women.
You're actually an embarrassment to the people that are in transition because you're sitting there saying, I'm a trans woman.
I am a trans woman. I am a trans woman.
That you're transitioning.
am a trans woman and I'm a proud trans woman.
You are right now embarrassing the whole trans community.
No, I am not, darling. I've got many trans people that look up to me.
Yes, you are.
That's okay.
Yes, you are.
You are known for being someone's minion.
She can identify as whatever she wants. She can say, I'm a woman headed for transition. I'm a woman. I'm a man going into transition, but don't classify yourself.
You're digging yourself your own hole, Canadian Angie. So keep digging it, darling.
You are nothing. You're a cross-dresser.
Keep digging it, and you just said it again. Wow.
Yeah, I said it again and again and again and again and again.
You are one disgusting human being, darling.
I know I should support you.
You are one disgusting human being, and you have just proven why you support Evil Queen because you've got the same disgusting views as her.
Oh, why I support Evil Queen?
And you know what?
You have lost. Woman, is she not a trans woman?
Today you have lost your argument. Everything you have just said, you've lost all credibility.
You're saying I'm transphobic, but yet I support the biggest trans woman on the app. So where does your argument with me hold any water?
Get out of here.
Get lost. Goodbye.
I don't get lost. You can't handle me. You can't handle me, Canadian Angie. You can't handle it with me.
But I support the biggest transphobic, the transgender woman on the app. But I'm transphobic. Yeah.
You do support the biggest transphobic woman.
Why don't you just sit there and admit? Why don't you sit there and admit that you've been begging for money and I supported you
for money? You're twisting things to suit your own narrative, Canadian Angie. When you get caught out, you get
one sec, Mama Kaz. Yeah, carry on.
So Mama Kaz, on the app about 2 years or 2.5 years ago, I supported her large. because she said she was needed money for her transition. And I supported her, and she can't sit there and say I didn't. Because I wanted to help her on her journey, just like I did with Miss Faye. Miss Faye has started her journey. This one here has started.
And I'm not going to sit quiet when she's lying. She's an absolute liar. You are a liar, Canadian Angie. You're a liar. You've never gifted me more for my transition. I've never come on here and say, gift me for my transition ever. So you're a liar.
How many times have I gifted you?
You are a liar anyway. I've come on here to have my transition like everyone else has. How many times have I gifted you, as you said, you're on your your fucking trans attention, darling. Same way you gifted everyone else for their attention, and you just so happen to get evil queens.
Not at all.
So there you go. You're a liar. Liar, darling.
Can I just say though, Kane, Angie, I understand that's your opinion. I'm not saying it's transphobic or anything, but I'm just going by the law. Mama Kez, if she lives as a female, she is identified as a trans woman. She don't need the surgery. She don't need any of that. She just needs to live as a female.
Then tell me this: what is she transitioning to?
I don't know why it's called transitioning. However, she just needs to live as a female. That is classed as a trans woman.
When they put the word trans, she's saying she's a trans woman.
I don't know if it's a name.
The word trans means that she's transitioning into becoming a woman.
Yeah, well, but that could be by name.
Wow,
you know, change the name.
I am, and I've got nothing.
The name.
And I don't have to explain to you, to the likes of you, definitely not you, what I'm doing in my life and my journey. If I say I'm a trans woman, and you cannot tell me different. You are nobody to tell me different. There are many other trans women on this app that are in the same shoes as me.
Can I imagine? Go honestly, do some. I've done some research on it. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, and like I said, I follow
research on it.
Trans woman on this app, and I've sat in those lives that they
is that how you protect yourself? Most transphobic woman as well.
I have sat in the lives and I've educated myself. When EQ held those lives, DG, I don't think you sat through them, did you? Because you were too busy.
But EQ doesn't agree with my opinion, you know, and she doesn't agree with the law.
I don't agree with it either. I'm just saying, for me, I'm not calling her fucking trans. She's not transitioning into anything.
You don't know that. You don't know that. You do not know what I'm doing.
Well, in the last 3 years, I haven't seen.
You don't know that. And it doesn't matter what you have seen, because it's up to me.
Document your journey. Document your journey.
I don't need to document shit.
Okay, don't document shit, then I have a right to my opinion. Then I have a right to my opinion.
It's not an opinion. It's transphobia. But anyway, that is no here or there. Anyway, Angie, I came on to say what I had to say. I think it's very, very valid. I won't buy by nothing.
Yeah, he's well affected.
I won't buy by nothing. You're not credible when you're backing someone like that.
Guys, I'm not having any transphobia in my comments, please. Can we block any transphobia?
It's 100%. You're backing someone.
What about in the backdrop?
That has degraded every other community, and you're sitting here backing them. It doesn't make any sense. So what you're saying is
you are no different than Alpha Bar. Are you any different than Alpha Bar?
You are just a fan, darling, Canadian. That's what you are.
You're a fan.
Boarding in Canada, okay? And now you're sitting here as EQ's minion. I hope she paid you well tonight.
So there you go. So you
and thank you, Angie, for defending me.
Okay, so Mama Kaz, I'll agree with this with you. Call yourself a pre-op trans then. Don't say you're a trans woman.
I don't have to call myself anything. I don't have to call myself anything. I'm a trans woman.
You're a pre-op trans.
And you're an absolute disgrace. So goodbye.
You are a pre-op trans.
Angie, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, but she doesn't need the surgery.
Angie, can I ask you a question?
Pre-op trans.
Angie,
that's what you are then.
Can I ask you a question?
And Evil Queen would be a post.
The woman doesn't shut up, mate. You won't get a word in.
Hi, Scotty.
Hello.
Angie, shut up.
Angie, can I ask you a question?
What is your question?
I've been sat here 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And you've just turned the whole fucking point onto a woman who's classing herself as a trans woman. Yet you just said about DJ attacking women. You've just contradicted yourself massively.
I have not. She identifies as a trans. She is a pre-op transitioning woman.
Right. Okay, and how is that going to affect your life, what she identifies as?
Because it does, because
why have you just made her feel uncomfortable?
Trans,
9K people, you just made her feel uncomfortable for.
Just attacked her in front of the live. Yet you just said that
You guys go look it up, educate yourselves. She is a
It doesn't matter.
trans.
Is that going to pay your bills? What she identifies as?
No, Canadian Angie is just living as a female. That's a trans. It
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what she does. It doesn't matter what she does. You just said DG's attacking people.
She is a go look it up, educate yourselves. She is
We don't need to because we stay in our own lane. We don't need to go and research about fucking trans.
Also, Angie, there's so many people. There's so many reasons why people can't have the surgery. And that's for the side effects, the fear, many reasons. It might not be how much expense. You know what I mean? Some people don't ever have it.
She is identifying as a trans woman. She can identify as a trans woman.
She can do what she likes.
If you really want to be educated, she is a pre-op trans woman.
Are you like a broken record?
Well, to me, that's the same opinion as EQ.
I'm not saying, but hold on, I'm not saying she's not trans. She can be trans all she wants. But she has to be clear that she is a pre-op woman, a man who is transitioning into becoming a woman. She's pre-op. She hasn't had anything done. She hasn't gone on hormones. So she can say trans. She can identify as trans 100%.
Yeah, but Canadian Angie, she doesn't need anything done. Only when you say transition, that's changing. You change your birth name, that kind of thing. But she doesn't have to have the hormone treatment and surgery. She doesn't have anything done to identify as a trans woman. She just lives day to day as a trans woman. I think you have the name change and all this kind of thing that you have, but you don't actually need the rest of it done. I've done a little bit of research on it. Yes, guys, I've done a bit of research. But that's just, if that's your opinion, Angie, I'm not going to, hate on you for that. That's your opinion.
Again, she can identify as a trans, but she's not transitioning. She has to say, I am a pre-op transitioning woman, man, whatever.
Guys, if you don't believe me, please go and research it. Do your own research and then get back to me.
I have.
No, not you, Angie, so I'm talking to the comments.
Yeah, go educate yourselves. She can say she is trans, and she is trans. She's a pre-op transitioning man into a woman. That is the correct terminology.
Can I just say something?
You're transphobic. I'm not transphobic. She can't sit there and say,
oh my God, someone put a sock in her gob for a minute.
Shut up, DG. She is a
Hey, what do you think this is? You're alive. Mute her up while I talk. She's been talking and giving me earache for the past 10 minutes.
Hello, DG, yes.
She's here advocating for someone making women feel uncomfortable, yeah? Well, she just sat there. Hang on. Speak when spoken to.
Yeah, let's take it off
there's 9k people watching her just not address that Mama Kaz, how she wanted to be addressed, and said that she's not a transition and called her a cross-dresser. So we just want to advocate now for Angie, you're here now remember, you're here because women are feeling uncomfortable. You've just made Mama Kaz feel uncomfortable in her box in front of 9,000 people.
No, yeah,
hang on, I'm not giving you a bone yet.
12,000, 15,000 people,
Stop.
DG.
What?
It is not, as of right now, if I were transitioning, if I were a male
as of right now,
to a woman,
you called her a cross-dresser.
I would right now, that's exactly what's happening, but she needs to say, I am transitioning, I am pre-op transitioning into a female. That is the correct.
No matter what, though, she addresses. No matter what, she addresses as a woman.
Today, educate yourself.
She wants to be addressed as a woman, and you still violated her in front of 9,000 people and called her a cross-dresser. So whether or not.
Someone that occasionally dresses as a male, but they don't live. As a female, but they don't live as a female. That's a cross-dresser.
So. I'm just saying you can't sit here and advocate for women. You degrade them yourself.
I've not degraded anything. She is a pre-op transitioning person from male to female. She is pre-op in her transition. That is the correct terminology today. So you guys can sit there and say, but you said, go look it up. That is the correct terminology today.
I would love people to go and have a look. Everyone go and have a look.
Delusive, she can say I'm a trans woman because she identifies as a male who is transitioning into a woman. So what her correct terminology needs to be is I am a trans in pre-op. So meaning that she can dress and identify as a female, but
why
she has done
I don't agree,
Angie. I personally
why are you trying to tell her what she has to address as? She needs to say this. She doesn't need to do anything. It's her. This is what I'm saying. You are a delusional woman. Go get a fella, man.
Transgender male waiting for her operations, her hormones to become full female. Done. That's what it is. You guys are not.
I don't know how many. You don't need to take hormones to be identified as.
Angie, I just want, you know what? Canadian Angie just needs to go get herself a bit of dick.
No, that's not opinion. I'm not hating on Angie. I love Angie.
Honestly, and then should stop with this whinging. Promise you, should stop with all this whinging.
It wouldn't be your dick anyway.
Angie, Mama Kaz.
Like I said, listen, don't try to turn it on me. I know she identifies as a trans, as I said. But she needs to clarify she's a pre-op transitioning male into a female. That's the correct terminology.
Anything.
That's it, done.
She doesn't need to do anything because you're a nobody.
Oh, and you are? Oh.
Exactly that.
No, I'm not something, but I won't sit here and tell someone what she can and can't do, or he can and can't do.
Did you hear what I just said? She can identify.
Yeah, a load of bullshit. A load of fucking
bullshit. Look at the comments, Angie. Look at the comments. Look at the comments.
I don't care about the comments. You guys educate yourselves that she is, and you can't sit there and say that she is not a pre-op transitioning male into a female at this time.
What? So she's got to bow down to you. She's got to bow down to you.
Tell me where I'm wrong in the
Stop
wording.
embarrassing the lady on TikTok in front of 9,000 people, please, because you're making her feel really uncomfortable.
From yourself, and
no, I'm just showing you this is what you're like.
Can I ask you a question, Tina and Angie? Because you don't need the actual surgery, so what if she never decides to have the surgery? She's still reaching up.
What does the word transitioning mean?
It means transitioning, but it doesn't mean what you think it means. Transitioning means you live as a female. Number one, you live as a female, you change your birth name, you do all of that. That's transitioning. You change your name.
She doesn't have to change her name. A transition is her changing from a male.
Honestly, Angie, it doesn't. It doesn't. I've done a lot of research.
You made a fool of yourself.
I have done a lot of research myself. And like I said, I follow. Can you let EQ wants to come up?
I would love to see what you're reading, and then I'll show you what I'm reading. We will exchange notes.
Okay, I'll send it to you on WhatsApp.
Hang on, Canadian. Can I just say something? I think why people have negative comments to do with Mama Kaz transition is for the last 5 years, she's come on this app, and the minute she came on this app, she said she was on here, she wanted money to transition. Now, a lot of
I gave her money, Buffy. I gave her money.
Everyone's getting confused, but let me return it back to plain English for everybody, so everyone's back on the same page. So what Canadian Angie is saying is that Mama Kaz is trans, yes, but not the trans that I am. It's two different things, Delusive Angie. So Mama Kaz is pre-op, so that means you haven't had your surgery yet, and I'm post-op, which makes me a complete full woman. Yes, she's trans. Yes, she can identify that, and Canadian Angie's not saying that. You've got to listen to the words.
Cross-dresser though.
I know she got that wrong. She knows that. She's corrected it to pre-op. So that's what she's now saying. So
she called it again after saying that.
Can I ask you a question though, EQ? What if she decides to never get that up?
Well, then she will always be pre-op. She's still trans though.
Okay, I get it.
So that's all Angie's saying, love. And she got cross-dresser wrong, and she's acknowledged that and said, I mean pre-op. That's what I'm saying. It's pre-op, so she's elaborated. But everyone's getting confused, so there's plain English restored and order.
That's what I tried to say, and to call me a transgender or a transphobic person, get your heads checked, really.
But like, I think it's because that she came on here. A lot of people gifted her. I mean, she was outed a couple of years ago by all her mods. She was telling people that she was doing this and she was going to get hormones, and people were gifting her, and it never happened. I think that's why people have.
Still doesn't give her the right, though, does it?
No, listen, I gifted her large.
This is Canadian Angie, I do apologise to you. It says pre-op trans is a term used to describe transgender. I always have to know the answer, guys. People who want to have not yet had gender reassignment surgery, but want to.
Exactly. So that's what she needs to identify as. Yeah. She is a trans person.
She doesn't need to identify as anything she doesn't want to. If she wants to identify as a cattle, she can.
If she wants to stay the way she is, that's fine. But if she is identifying herself as a Mama Kaz,
wants the surgery, then she's pre-op. Yeah,
she's pre-op. That's what I'm saying. You're all fucking attacking.
If she doesn't want the surgery, she's still trans.
Oh, we're all attacking you when you just attack me in the box.
DG, shut up. She can identify.
You want me to shut up when the facts are coming? That's
Mama Kaz needs to identify for everyone to understand when it comes to this subject. DG, shut up. She needs to identify so people understand she is a pre-op trans man transgendering into a woman. That is the correct terminology.
You called her a cross-dresser.
Saying all this, all that. Listen, I follow the biggest woman on the app that's gone through the surgery,
And you think that makes it okay?
No, all I'm saying, DG, is educate
You
yourself.
called her a cross-dresser.
Educate
In front of
yourself
9,000
on
people.
proper,
We all
even
saw it.
body. Educate yourself
Backtracking.
on the proper terminology when you're speaking on that community.
And
But she
Canadian
didn't.
is,
She
if she
didn't.
is
Yeah,
right,
but
you are right,
Mama Kaz didn't come into the box and say, "Hi, I'm a post-op." She just said, "I'm a transgender woman." She doesn't
And what
say.
you can identify as a transgender, but when you're putting it out there for people to understand what that means, she has to say, "I am a post-op transgender woman." That is the correct wording of what I'm trying to fucking say.
She doesn't have to say anything. She can just say she's transgender.
You can.
And before I drop Angie as well, Mama Kaz, have you not noticed, everybody, when there's anything to do with EQ, no one else, Mama Kaz comes up. And anything to have a go at EQ, all the time, she's just absolute pure venom.
The same with Canadian Angie, there's something to do with me.
But no, hang on, no, but Mama Kaz...
Angie, put your camera on and show us.
Everybody else... The minute it's EQ, she's up there firing lives because she wants the
Can I ask you a Sunday question, Buffy Slayer?
Yeah.
And listen, I have no problem with EQ, just a question. Do you think it's because that EQ is called with men over and over again, that's why she may have an issue?
No, do you know what I think it is? I think Mama Kaz is jealous. I think, I can't even imagine what it's like to make that decision to go through and fully transition. And I think it's actually jealousy. She wants to be EQ.
I see, in my opinion, I think it's because...
You're probably right.
I don't think EQ recognises her as a trans woman, and I do. I think she is, but
do you know why? Do you know why I don't think she does?
I understand EQ's point of view as well.
Do you know why I think she doesn't? It's because the amount of hate Mama Kaz does, and the disgusting, vile things that come out of Mama Kaz's mouth.
You know what I think it is, Buffy?
Everything.
You know what I think it is the fact that EQ has gone on this journey and she's gone through hell and back to get where she is today, and that's a trans female that's had the surgery. And I think, it's taken her years. And then you've got someone that comes along that says, I'm trans, that hasn't had the surgery. I think that would piss me off. I'm like, how are you calling yourself trans? I've had the surgery. I've gone through all of this. You haven't gone through what I've gone through. You can't say you're the same as me. Do you know what I mean? I think it's that.
Yeah, but also when Mama Kaz first came on this app, she was wanting gifts, telling everybody, she was doing this, she was doing that. Even all her mods were helping her, booking appointments for transitioning clinics, hormone clinics, and it was all a lie. Yeah. She took lots of money off of it.
You know what,
she
Buffy?
absolutely trolled this woman that ended up dying in the end of cancer. Absolutely, she took money off her. It was absolutely just because she was outed by all her mods. So for her to sit on here and take the higher moral ground, she can. She just has pure venom for EQ every time. You don't see her firing up lives about any other subjects going on. The minute anything comes up with EQ, she is here with pure hate and pure venom.
Angie, and I'm about me though.
Again, this is all I'm going to say, and then I'm going to drop. I'm leaving because you can turn it back to DG, who fucking abuses women. But I'm just saying this.
She wants it back on the point because it's been back.
You're loving it because the attention's off you. Shut up for a minute. Shut up.
I love it.
All I'm saying is this: she can identify as a trans woman.
Can I quickly pop in on this?
Well, one second, I will let you speak.
She can all I'm saying is this: for me, and what I've been educated on, she is a pre-op trans woman, and that is for people to be able to understand the difference between a post-op, such as Evil Queen, and a pre-op, such as Mama Kaz.
Yeah.
And that is how you have to address it.
Angie, yeah.
If anyone can tell me that that's wrong, that I'm wrong, please educate me, because he is a pre-op trans man transitioning into a woman before surgery. That's how it needs to be stated, because that is what it is. I do accept her as a trans pre-op.
She wants surgery, Angie. Does she? Mama Kez wants surgery.
What?
Does she want surgery, Mama Kez?
I don't know. You have to ask her. When she came on the app, I gifted her large because she did come on saying...
One thank you, Angie, is a pre-op trans woman means someone that wants to have the surgery.
It means that we have to identify her as a trans, but we have to also understand that she is pre-operative transitioning. So
yeah, but
she is
Angie, what I'm trying to say to you is a pre-op means someone that is trans, identifies as a trans woman that wants the operation. It's not someone that doesn't want the operation, because you don't have to have the operation to be identified as trans, right? So pre-op means you want the operation.
Yes, so pre-op transitioning means that she would start like with her hormones first. I know there's a lot of psychological testing they have to go through.
No, what I'm saying to you is you don't know if she wants the operation, so how can you call it pre-op if you don't know if she wants the surgery?
Because she hasn't had any surgery, so she would be considered.
No, yeah, but she doesn't need she don't need surgery to be identified as trans. She doesn't need surgery.
Yes, she does.
I say, for example, I could be trans and go all the rest of my life and not have surgery. I'll be still trans.
But Mama Kaz is saying we can all agree to say that she is a trans woman, yes. But in proper terminology, for us to get what's going on and understanding the trans community, we have to know what pre-op is. And when you're saying I'm transitioning means I'm transitioning. But hold on, I am transitioning into a frog. I'm transitioning into a lamp. You can transition and believe that you are whatever you want, and that needs to be respected. But DG, shut the fuck up.
Can you just mute her for 1 second, and can I just speak? Because I'm being...
One second, Mama Kaz, can you agree with this?
Let me finish. Mama Kaz,
do you agree with this? Yeah, Mama Kaz, do you agree with this? Yeah, pre-op trans is a term used to describe transgender people who have not yet had gender assignment surgery, but want to. But want to. You don't have to have surgery to be identified as trans. I don't know how many times...
Angie, you're spot on. Number one, I came in this box. I never referred to you as, oh, Angie, you are a straight woman, or oh no, or Angie, you are a biological woman. You come in this box, you called me a cross-dresser. I left after explaining to you about my gender identity. You also called me a cross-dresser. It was until you had your little sidekick messaging you to you know...
No one's messaging me. Have you seen my box for pause?
Darling, you're going on pause and you got a message to, you know, refer to myself as a pre-op woman. You're then sitting there calling me a trans man. I'm a trans woman. And I do not have to come on here and explain my gender identity to you. And I also don't have to go around in my day-to-day life and go, hi, my name is Mama Kaz, a pre-op trans woman. I'm a trans woman on my own journey. Do you think, right, it's easy being me? Do you think it's easy for any trans woman that's in my position being me? All right? Do you know how disgusting you've actually made me feel? And I don't come in here and get upset. You've made me feel absolutely disgusting.
She does that to women.
Honestly.
Oh, shut up, DG.
Like, you come in here and you're sitting here telling me who I am and who I can't be. And for that Buffy person to come in here and tell me I've attacked the Evil Queen. For the past 48 hours, all she has done is repeat to me. She's repeated me for the past 48 hours.
In terminology that we have to understand.
Oh, you said the same thing 10
DG,
times.
Shut up.
We've heard you, sweetheart.
DG, shut up. DG, shut up.
You're telling me to shut up. You've yacked on and said the same thing 20 times for the past 20 minutes.
Listen,
you embarrassed a woman.
Do you back me
you
up?
Embarrassed a woman.
She had
made her feel upset. And you should be held accountable for it.
Oh my God, DG Decor, shut your mouth.
No, you should be held accountable for it.
What you just read, do you agree with me then that she is
Mama Kaz, do you want the surgery?
Of course I want the surgery.
Well,
of course I do.
I agree with
but also, what I'm going to sit here and say is, that's got nothing to do with Angie. I don't have to go around in my day-to-day life, right, and explain where I'm at and where I'm not.
You have to explain it.
And number two, right, for anyone on here to think it's a click of a finger and to just run and go get a vagina or running to go get a pair of tits, it's a lot deeper than that. So why don't you go research what it is like to be a fucking woman?
I have.
You clearly haven't. Because you've sat and called me a cross-dresser twice. You know nothing. You don't know anything of what I go through every day. I'm sick to death of it, Angie. I'm not the only pre-op trans woman on this app.
I just said before you came in the box, I know there's a lot of psychological testing.
100%.
Yes, and I'm not. I just said it before you even came in here.
Okay, anyway.
I also just say, Mama Kaz, you do realise you don't need to get the surgery. If you don't feel like you need to get one and you feel like people are putting pressure on you to get one, you don't need to get surgery.
Correct. And that's
correct. You can still be trans.
And
you
that's
don't have
correct,
to get don't make people feel that you're... Don't ever let everyone pressurise you into getting it.
And that's what I want to do when I'm ready.
All I'm going to say is...
Exactly.
Angie, I just want to say this. You do agree then that... It is when someone says they're transgender, pre-op, that's what it means, correct? You just looked at it.
I only agree if it's pre-op. If they want the surgery, then it's pre-op trans. If they don't want the surgery...
So Mama Kaz is saying she wants the surgery.
Then,
there's a lot to it. So then, would she not be properly identified as a pre-op trans person.
But you called me a cross-dresser. And when I left the box and I explained who I was, you also called me a cross-dresser. So
I apologize for the cross-dresser. I got my words mixed up.
Yeah, but you've already embarrassed me in front of 9
But you have to clearly.
I don't have to go around in my life and go, hi, I'm a pre-op trans woman. No, I don't.
Mama Kaz, I have never, ever called you what other people call you. I've always respected you in calling you Mama Kaz. I've respected your journey. I have gifted towards it when you came on the app, when you said that you needed it for it, and you know that, so don't sit there and say different.
Andrew, can I just say one thing quickly? This is off topic. I came in your box the other day and you was having a discussion about a man having things put on his name, yes or no?
A man having what?
This is a bit different. Andrew, you know I came in your box the other day and you was discussing about a guy being called certain things. Do you remember?
My box? Are you talking to me?
I'm not talking about you, I'm talking to Delusive Angie. Do you remember?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I came in your box the other day and a guy was being called certain things without any evidence, yes or no?
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't appreciate that someone else has just come in your box, this Buffy, I don't know her from nowhere, and Angie, and you have just said things without any evidence. Where's the evidence to back up your claims that I've done this to a woman with cancer and you've sat here and said I came on the app and I want to see evidence with your claims, because then it's hearsay. So this
no, you can go. If anybody wants the evidence,
there is no evidence.
If anybody wants the evidence, Mama Kaz, it's on the observers.
No, that's not evidence, darling. Angie, if ex-moderator of yours comes on here and slanders you, okay, and says you've done this, this, and this, is that evidence, or is that someone having an opinion on you? Is that receipts, or is that someone having an opinion on you?
Hearsay.
So if I have moderators, okay, that twisted towards me and turned hateful and bitter and spread lies about me, okay, without any receipts or evidence, but them saying them having an opinion, is that evidence or is that them having an opinion?
Opinion.
Okay, thank you. That's all I wanted to say.
Mama Kaz, can we agree on one thing just to help people understand that you are a pre-op transitioning female?
Round and round. Can we agree on one thing? You just embarrassed a woman in front of 9K people.
Yeah, I didn't embarrass you. You embarrass yourself just by...
Anyway, I come on here to have an opinion, not to be told I'm a cross-dresser, but it is what it is. Anyway, Angie, I appreciate for you obviously explaining it, and yeah, I've got nothing more to say than that.
Well, I've done a bit of research on it, and I found it very interesting.
Okay, maybe others need to do the same. Bye, Angie.
All right, see you.
Anyways, let's go back to DG. I'm going to drop, so let's go back to
Angie, can I talk yet?
Oh, sorry, Jojo. I didn't even see you in the box. Hello, yes.
I've nearly forgotten why I'm here.
I'm sure you got a question for Canadian Angie.
No, I haven't. Can I go back to the original subject?
Yes, okay, bye, guys. Yeah, go back to DG. Put all the attention back on DG.
Yeah.
Bye, Angie. Angie, you stay in this box.
No, don't go. Don't go. How you doing?
I'm okay, thank you.
I just wanted to ask DG, if he doesn't mind, from a tiny weeny creator on here to a big creator, and I think I might be talking on behalf of some of us little tiny ones. Don't you find that... Don't you see that you are being disrespectful?
Well, obviously not really, because I don't see it that way. I don't look at it that deep, and like as I say, but some people may do. So, hey, shut. Honestly, you've yapped on for the past hour. She wasn't asking you a question. She was asking me a question.
Stop
just
stuttering when you answer. Stop stuttering.
Now, maybe just mute yourself a little bit.
It's just childish. Can't you just mute and let two people have a conversation?
I'll mute myself, Scotty. I'll mute myself, Scotty.
Yeah, mute yourself and shut up. Let them have a conversation like adults.
Don't
That's
talk
what we
to
all
me
are.
like that. First of all, Scotty, watch your fucking mouth, eh?
I'll talk to you how I like.
You don't talk to me in no way like that at all.
If you want to sit here and talk to other people and tell what they can and can't do, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you how I want to.
Why is Scotty, Canadian Angie hasn't said anything disrespectful to you, has she?
No, but she sat in the box being disrespectful to everyone else. So she needs to.
What's that to do with you? Why are you interfering?
Exactly,
if she's sitting with other people, that's nothing to do with you. So why are you being?
Scotty's looking for a platform, Delusive. You've got like almost 9K, so Scotty's looking for a platform. I will mute.
This is what happens when you're tiny.
No, I know. I just wanted to answer your question, Jojo, but obviously,
thank you.
Canadian Angie, it's just obviously a bit embarrassing for her. Sorry, what was the question again? Do I not see? Yeah, probably. I just look at it differently. I don't look at it that deep, but maybe because. But then if someone come on to me, right, and said, "Oh, you've got, I don't know, you've got a fucking big butt. Do you know the amount of times when someone, like, if a lad, I've got an actual video of Canadian Angie running around boxes trying to say this man's fit, this man's this, and then calling, what's his name? Oh, I always forget his name. Some big fella on here anyway. He's never gets involved in drama, does really well on the rankings, stuff like this. And she went, "Oh no, he's ugly with his turkey teeth and his turkey hairline and stuff like this," degrading the man who has never said a word about her, probably doesn't even know who she is. But you know, she's not. None of these people are here because. They're here to attack me and try and bring me down to their
Oh shit! I'm in the box. I was eating. Sorry.
Do you think it's sad though how TikTok's going?
Yeah, because it's all these people scrapping backwards and forwards all day and having nothing. Right?
It makes me so sad. It's kind of, well, I'll tell you, I'm 73 years old, not in my head, by the way, and I get so sad for everybody, and it just makes me. I just wish everybody could sort of get on in a.
I just say, DJ, don't you think there's a bit of a difference here to what Canadian Angie has said to what you were saying to women? Because I've said shit about people as well about their.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But you can't. It doesn't matter.
However, I think it's very different.
Oh, why the fuck have you got her back in? Jesus.
Oh, shut up, you.
Loud chaser, man.
I was number one in the UK before you.
The thing is,
I like Jims. I big up Jims.
The thing is that a lot of you big creators, I mean, we enjoy everybody, and I just find it so sad when I see everything cracking up. If you get what I'm saying, am I making any sense here?
Yeah. But that's what it's these, like, without, you know, no offense, it's the drama pages. They love this. This is like Angie here has made more money today than she has all week.
Are you talking about me?
She's looking at the boxes.
I wish I hadn't made
anything. You have 10k in my box, 10k in Canadian Angie's box, plus the gifts for you, plus all the people coming in and out. Corey's just sat there. I think he's falling asleep, to be honest.
Corey, I've been live with you once.
Liar. Oh, yes, you have, Jojo.
Yeah.
No, I haven't had a chance to speak to you.
Corey's still here with this clout chasing.
Yeah, I just thought I'd say hello because he wouldn't say anything horrible to me. He said I was too nice.
Yeah, you were lovely. You were lovely.
Hi, Cors.
But I just think it's lovely when you're all together because when you do things together, it's fantastic.
Scotty up because he's just rude.
But then you say that, Joe, but then you're forgetting that if this drama doesn't go on and people aren't going back and forwards at each other, and Angie doesn't have a page. Like, not like you have a page, but that's your page is based around FYP, the same as EQ, the same as thing. So if people aren't going back and forward at each other, they don't have a page anymore. Like, it just becomes like EQ fell off and started doing FYP. So.
Oh my god.
And the same with, like, well, Gems has never been on, to be honest.
I was number one in the UK, mate. 7.7 million diamonds. Listen, let me tell you something, and you was watching and supporting me, so let's fucking go, yeah? Push your mush. We had some good battles, DG, so don't start running up your guns to me, because I'll put you on your 10 toes, darling. You could never snipe me. Are you mad?
Crazy eyes.
7 million diamonds in the UK. And you're still running away from me. I'm away.
James, man, one second. Can I ask you a question, TG? Can you not just apologise to EQ with what's happened? Do you know what I mean? Do you think it was acceptable you recording her having
sex? Never would I apologise to that woman.
Right.
Oh,
you can't have a go there for...
This woman gives me a headache.
Well, she's giving me a headache as well. I can't kick her out. James, man, can you mute yourself? James. I can't even kick her. I've got her finally. I'm going to come off soon anyway. I think,
At the same... You've got to remember, the stuff EQ said, I would never apologise. Like, the stuff EQ has said on this app, right, and is now the spokesperson for me for saying I've made women feel uncomfortable. The same with Canadian Angie. And these are the spokespeople coming forward saying I'm doing this when look at half the stuff they said. They don't care. They're just trying to bring me down. So it is what it is. If you don't like it, I'm not going to change. I've done this. I've been who I am on this app for 2.5 years now. And I'm very grateful for everyone. I've been very successful on it.
Can I ask you a question? What's happened between you and Canadian Angie?
Canadian Angie just doesn't like me because she's just, well, I don't know. I'm not even going to carry on talking on it because honestly, her
I can answer that question. Canadian Angie got thirsty and she didn't get what she wanted, so now she's salty.
For God's sake, Corey.
Yes, correct.
It's true.
Angie, can you drop me a big love to everybody?
Oh yeah, can somebody drop this person, please? Thank you so much.
Thank you for letting me in.
Can I come up and just sort of have my say on this whole situation?
Yeah.
So I am part of one of the biggest prides of the whole of the UK, which is London Pride, and we spend a lot of our time developing different areas of the LGBTQIA plus community. Now, with the whole transgender situation, there is 2 types of trans. There's pre-op and post-op. So you can be either in your pre, where you are learning to how to transition, such as facial hair, having your facial hair taken away, just learning day-to-day situations of how to be a woman, applying for your hormones, applying to go and speak to counsellors on the NHS. Now, believe me and you, on the NHS, it can take up to 3 years for somebody to be able to see you. You have to go through such a process, and it is such a lengthy process to go through to be able to have that surgery. You have to go through months and months and months of counselling. You have to be signed off.
Can I ask you a question? Just tell us what identifies as a trans woman.
A trans woman, so like I just said, you've got 2 different types. You've got your pre-op transition, which is you've not had the surgery, but you are adapting to being a trans woman.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, you are going and getting your facial hair removed.
Yeah.
You are having laser treatment. You are applying for counselling via the NHS. You're going through that whole support range of getting your hormones and starting that transition. Until you're on your hormones, you cannot physically go and have the surgery. They have to see what the hormone does to you. If they were to do it initially, it'd be the wrong way round. So going forward, once you're on them hormones, you can then have your breasts, or you have new breasts. Or
no, my question was, what identifies someone as a trans woman?
A trans woman, anybody. If you want to be a trans woman or a trans man, you can live like it. You can live your day-to-day life as a woman or a man.
Yeah, and what do you need to say I'm a trans woman? What do you need?
You don't need to have any. You don't need to have anything. If you want to identify as a trans woman, you don't have to have anything. If you want to live your life as a woman, you identify as a woman.
That's exactly it. You live your life, exactly.
But I think there is a lot of stigma around the transgender and the LGBTQIA plus community. Back in my day, 19 years ago, there was none of this non-binary. There was none of that, and we have had to learn to adapt to it, and we've had to educate ourselves within the community, because we all have to. I've had to learn about the QIA plus part of it, because I didn't know it. In my day, it was LGBT. That was it. There was no QIA. So I've had to learn a lot about the scene again. And for somebody that is 37 years old, I am very, very, I try my hardest to keep up with day-to-day situations. But for me, I think there needs to be a lot of people need to educate themselves a lot more. There's places out there that can give you advice, give you support. There is the Pride events. You can go on Pride pages, London Pride, which I'm part of. I supervise there every year, so I'm part of the parade. I see numerous different floats. I see you've got all your big ones. You've got your puppy brigade. You've got your trans rights. You've got bondage. You've even got a bondage float that goes on. Everybody in the LGBTQIA plus community have identifications as something, even if it is you're non-binary, you want to be a toaster, be a toaster. If you want to be a fridge, be a fridge. That for me, the LGBT community is a massive part of the scene, and I've listened to what's gone on between Canadian Angie, DG, and Mama Kaz. For me, I am very, very lucky to be part of such a great community. But when I see the community brought into disrepute, because this does, when people like this, no offense to Mama Kaz, Canadian Angie, DG, EQ, when things like this happen, it puts our community into disrepute, and it makes us look really, really bad. And that's why there's still homophobia in this world today, because people that have to bring it to a social media app, it just doesn't work. Unfortunately, it makes us look bad. It puts us in a bad light. And this is why people hate us so much still today. This is why homophobia is still around in this day and age, because certain people can make us look bad.
Oh, thank you so much for your input. I appreciate that.
No problems. As I say, Angie,
I don't agree with gay pride, just so you know.
Sorry?
I don't agree with gay pride.
And what do you mean by that?
Corey's face.
Elaborate on that. You can elaborate on that.
Well, no, his face is
Sorry?
Can you stop looking like that then, for God's sake?
Are you drunk? Are you drunk?
No, I've never had a drink. I've been drinking my goddamn tango.
So what do you mean by you don't agree
The
with...
short face is making me laugh.
This is why prides are held throughout the whole of the UK and the world, so we can show that we are a safe space and we can be who we want to be, because sometimes in this world you can't be who you want to be, because there's still people out there.
I agree with you, sir. So please let her elaborate. What do you mean by that?
So basically what I mean by that is it's not normalized, right? And it should be normalized now. And I don't like the of I'm coming out and all of this kind of thing. It's like, well, don't need to go around shouting about it. You don't have to go to gay prides, but if you want to go to gay prides, that's fine. We don't have to do gay prides and say, I'm gay, I've come out. You know, it should be in 2025, it should be all normalized. And it should be just, well, I'm straight. Okay, you're gay. So what? Philip Schofield, I didn't like that, the way he came out, like made a big hoo-ha about it. You know what I mean?
Angie, can I quickly elaborate on that, please? So pride isn't all about flaunting off what you are and who you are as a person. It brings people together. It brings our community together into a safe space where everybody can be themselves and enjoy themselves. Sometimes people don't have that option in able to do that. So that is why they come to a pride event, so they can be their true, honest selves. And that is what I love about pride. When I'm at pride and I'm supervising out on that parade march, and I see the amount of people, one of my good friends, he couldn't come out because he lived in a little tiny village, as did I back in the day. And I couldn't be the person I wanted to be because gay wasn't known in our village. I lived in a very, very small, it wasn't even a village, it was possibly about 300-400 houses with a little town centre, and nobody sort of knew what the gay part was of the world. And when I had to leave the area to go and experience a bigger city that it was normalised in, so this is why some people come to the pride events, so they are able to express themselves, because they can't do it where they live, or they can't do it because they're not allowed in their area.
Yeah, so I understand that, yeah.
So do you agree with what you just said?
Listen, like I just said, I don't agree with people coming out the way they do, where it's big hoo-ha. Like Philip Schofield, I thought that was pathetic. I think it's just 2025 and it should be normalised now. We don't need to make a big fuss about someone coming out the closet, if that's what you want to call it. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, yeah. I think it's, like I said, it's no big deal and it shouldn't be made a big deal.
I respect your opinion, and people are saying about that it's a protest and we shouldn't rub it in kids' faces. It's not rubbing.
You know what really annoyed me though? So I don't know your name, LGBT something. I don't know your name. But anyway, with Philip's girlfriend that came out and everyone was going, you know, patting him on the back. Well done, you're gay, you're gay. He's a married man. How is that well done? You're a married man. You're just having, you know what I mean? Your poor wife. You married a wife, a woman, knowing you're gay. If people, a lot of people like Corey, you would probably say you were born gay. If you're born gay, why the hell would you marry a woman? It's deceitful and it's disgusting, dirty. And I don't have any respect, nothing to do with the gay community. I have no respect for anyone that does that because that's just that's just dirty. That is dirty. Yeah, if you're born gay, which is what a majority of people are saying, I'm born gay. If you're born gay, why the hell have you married a goddamn woman? And then 30 years down the line or 20 years down the line, however long it is, it's like you've gone, you've left. I've met a man and you want to pat on the fucking back.
So the reason behind that, Andy, is because back in the day when people were a lot younger, the LGBT wasn't well-known. It wasn't well-known, it wasn't well-liked, and it was wrong to be gay. It was wrong to sleep with a man.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's becoming more normalised, like you say, and it's becoming more accepted within the world. People are starting to show their true colours. And yes, maybe some married men are going and dabbling in what they've wanted to dabble in for a very long time. And they've realised that, no, I don't love my wife anymore. I want to be with a man. And I've got to be true to myself now. And that's why...
Yeah, but you want to be true to yourself, but don't marry a woman. Don't get married then. Don't have children.
Do you like passing comments off on situations which you have no personal knowledge on?
I don't have personal knowledge of it, but I have known men that have left their wives because they're now suddenly gay.
Let me ask you another question. Didn't your
it's selfish. Stop it, Corey. It's selfish and it's deceitful.
Okay, fair enough. Didn't your ex-partner finish you because he thought you were seeing a woman?
What the hell, Corey?
Don't lie. Didn't Jason kick you out? You turned up to your mother's with black bags because he thought you were asleep with a woman.
Yes.
There you go. My point's proven.
Guys, anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, LGBT. I appreciate it. Everyone can listen and follow.
I just followed you back. Thank you.
It makes sense to what you were saying, though. It's like kind of, a community kind of thing, because there are men or women that cannot, maybe that are not accepted where they're from or where they live, and they can't feel they can be free. And you know what I mean? So I do get that, yeah.
Exactly. So anybody that wants to come to London Pride this year, guys, it is at the end of at the end of June. I will be there to come and say hello.
Me and Angie will be attending. Me and Angie will be coming together.
Yeah, whereabouts is it?
I'll tell you what. So come and say hi to us. I'll probably be in a red T-shirt with supervisor written on it. Come and say hi immediately at the front of the.
Whereabouts is it?
It's in London. So
in London. Can you give me a message because I might actually attend that.
No, you will be. I'll drag you with me.
If you can keep me updated as times and everything else,
Yeah, and then you can see what
I live in London.
So, guys, it's been a pleasure. I've got to go because I've got a hospital appointment.
Thank you. Charlie, you better come as well.
Yeah, no problems. Anyway, guys, have a great day and everyone have a great evening and stay safe.
You too. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, Johnny. Johnny left his wife and gone with a man. Ask Johnny. Johnny's had 3 kids. Ask Johnny what he's done.
What's happened, Johnny?
It was just on the trans thing. People get mixed up between transgender and transsexual. Transgender, you do not have to do anything whatsoever. No, nothing whatsoever, and you're classed as transgender. When you're actually making your journey, as in hormones, or you're actually physically changing